Hello, everyone. It's us again, and it's Christmas Eve, and it's episode 87. And as usual, here he is, the man himself. It's Delboy.
Hello.
Well, thank you for joining us on this Christmas Eve. And I might as well just say what I normally do. We'll just carry on. What have you been watching this week? Oh, what have you received?
With a stream on Saturday and yours on Sunday and all that sort of stuff, I ain't watched an awful lot. I did finish work at about 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock today. So I did turn the telly on while I was cooking the meat for tomorrow.
All right.
So, apart from what I've been watching like that, I haven't watched an awful lot, but they had Meet Me at St. Louis. Have you ever seen that?
I've heard of it, but I've never seen that.
Judy Garland, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of it, but I've not seen that.
It's set in 1903, and it's about family, really, and they're going to be moving away, and they don't want to move away but it's their dad that's making them, and they're going to be losing their boyfriends and all of this sort of stuff. But eventually, he does a U-turn and all of this sort of stuff. But Judy Garland sang a Christmas tune in that. Forgotten what it is. And it's a famous one, like White Christmas, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
But it's a 1944 film. So it's quite nice seeing a colour 1944 film.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's right, yeah. And she's undoubtedly a great singer. She was a great singer, was Judy Garland. Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then straight after that was Calamity Jane.
Oh, Doris Day.
Yeah, and they had an interview with her an hour, 40 minutes before, how she couldn't understand why she had a goody two goody two appearance to people. She was always the girl next door, all of this sort of stuff. She was like a virgin type thing, it's like she said she was far from that, and but that's what her persona was in pretty much all of her films that she portrayed in. So that was quite nice. And then of course Calamity Jane is a famous film, so that was quite good.
Yeah.
There was a lot of films on this afternoon, but I didn't watch any of them. Home Alone was on, Santa Claus was on. So those are two of your films from Sunday that you mentioned.
Yeah.
They were all on this afternoon. I watched at night to go to sleep. I've been watching season 2 of Space 1999, funnily enough.
Oh, yeah.
But I'll tell you what was interesting. I don't know if you know this, but Innes Lloyd, I know that you know who Innes Lloyd is.
Yes, Doctor Who connections.
Yeah, the Doctor Who connection. He was born Christmas Eve, 1925.
Oh, right.
So it's the anniversary of his birth today.
Oh, wow.
So they did an hour and a half showing of a documentary of him, because they showed they found a lot of his writings on the 5th floor of BBC House when they were vacating it.
Yeah.
And it had all the linear notes about his anxieties and so forth for the programs that he produced. Just before this documentary, they showed one episode of Doctor Who, which was the first episode of the Ice Warriors.
Oh, look,
which is a story he produced.
Yeah.
But the documentary was quite informative. He did an awful lot in the 80s as well, and the 70s. Sort of dramas, hour and a half sort of mini film type things. So that was quite interesting. It was quite nice watching one episode of the Ice Warriors.
Yeah,
the first episode. It was. I think it shows Patrick Troughton is probably best, because if you remember rightly in that story, he came in and they were 3 minutes away. No, 2 minutes and 47 seconds away from something blowing up, a reactor blowing up.
Yeah.
And he went round and he said, do this, do that, blah, blah, blah. And they said, how did you know that? We hadn't even put it through the computer yet. I don't believe you. And I said, well, all right, I'll put it through the computer. Then the computer said it was 2 minutes 46. And he says, well, it was close enough, wasn't it? It was 2 minutes 47. You know what I mean?
Brilliant, Patrick Troughton.
He was the wrong side of the minute. I'll tell you that much. I'd have rather have been 2:48. You know what I mean? But that's what made me laugh about that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And of course, Victoria and Jamie had a conversation while the Iceman was sort of defrosting. And Jamie was saying, did you see how those girls are dressed up? Do you ever fancy dressing up like that? And she went, no, it's disgusting, because they all had mini dresses on, didn't they? Mini skirts on. So I think it's disgusting. I said, oh, I was just asking. And, I thought that was quite funny, because Victoria is 150 or so years after Jamie McCrimmon. I think Jamie McCrimmon would have been 150 years older, but seems to be more adaptable to things in the future than Victoria ever was.
Yes. Yeah.
Noticed that?
True. Yeah.
Victoria was much closer to the present, as we knew it in the 60s.
Yeah.
But Jamie seemed to be more adaptable to change in regards to or ideas of the future.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe it was because Jamie was an older person and Victoria was a younger person. She was a young woman. She wasn't quite womanhood yet, I suppose. She was dressed up in Victorian clothes. Yeah. And that was a very, you can't show an ankle or God forbid something. But, Jamie just so adaptable, to the idea of time travel and traveling in space and all of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, that pretty much I showed my Once Upon a Time in America at my blog, which was the only real thing that's come. And, just want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, because I will have to go and look after my mum in, about 10 minutes. And it's going to be a bit of a weird time for me tomorrow. I know that my mum was the only person who ever bought me anything for Christmas, and so there'll be nothing tomorrow.
Yeah.
So but Christmas isn't about presents. I've said that a million times.
No.
But it will be a bit weird, with her opening her presents and there's nothing for me, if you see what I mean. It will be a bit weird.
Yeah.
But that's how it is.
Yeah.
So that's me, really. I watched Space 1999. I watched 2 particular episodes. I watched The Mark of Archon, I think it was. That stuck out for me. That's about those 2 people that were frozen in a stasis field or something under the moon.
Yeah.
And they had that killing virus in them. It was a boy, it was a lad and it was a father and their son, and they'd been left behind. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then there was another one that was interesting, which was they landed on a planet and all they did was pick a flower out of a flower bed or something, and then they were all up for being killed by these 3 other people because that was killing vegetables, basically, isn't it? That vegetables have nervous systems, and they were saying that they were going to be tried by combat.
Oh, brilliant. Absolutely. I love it.
I think that's been done as a sort of story before. I think in Space Night, in Star Trek and things like that.
Next Generation did one, didn't they?
But that's it. So over to you, really. And you'll know that I'll have to go our wave like this while you're in the middle of doing Tony York. You know what I mean?
It's in a way, I'll be glad to get back to watching my normal kind of films with this Christmas business. So I watched these films because of that live I did. Apart from, I didn't watch Home Alone again because I'm watching it on Christmas Day as it is with Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. I'll be watching it tomorrow. So I didn't watch that. But
so let's get Tony York corner out the way, and then I can go.
No, there ain't really a Tony York corner this week.
Bloody hell! What, you run out?
No,
Tony. If you're in the room, Tony, he's run out of DVDs. got to start sending some stuff in the post.
It's just been a strange thing with all this Christmas business. That's what I mean. I'll be glad to get back to normal. I'm always moaning, aren't I? Moaning about something. Yeah, I'll tell you what I'll talk about, which I watched that everybody's talked about as a Christmas film, is this The Holdovers, which you sent me as a download.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely thought it was fantastic. Really good film. It was just what's his name? Paul Giamatti. That's it. The bloke who's the lead in it. He's really good. He's just amazing. What can I say? I love it. I wanted to talk about the life of Chuck again, but because I got scammed this week, and unfortunately, the life of Chuck was a casualty. The only casualty. My bank account was safe, but rather stupidly, I didn't check the address when was just about the time just before I got scammed, and it went to another address. So I've lost out there. Basically, I've lost. So I ordered it again, obviously, when I'd sorted it all out, got my card sorted out, and it's from Germany, so it's not coming till 3rd of January, it says. But I can't wait to that because I absolutely adored Life of Chuck. And what else can I talk about? Well, yeah, I say the films that I talked about, most of them didn't seem to go down that well. They didn't like it, most of my films. Santa Claus the movie, and I understand why, is a film that is not everybody's cup of tea. They say it's too sentimental.
I forgot John Lithgow was in that film.
He's brilliant, and I wish I'd have mentioned him. I forgot him, the thing. And John Lithgow is absolutely brilliant. Who can not love John Lithgow being over the top? He's over the top in it and brilliant at it.
Yeah.
So yeah, there was that, and of course the film that I love, but a lot of people don't like, is Eyes Wide Shut. I could talk about Eyes Wide Shut forever, but their criticism: not enough Nicole Kidman, too slow, all this sort of stuff. But I don't care. I love it. I know it's a controversial film, but to me, it's a film that I just can watch a lot. I come back to it and see so many different things. And if a film does that, then I think that's a sign of a good film, in my opinion. But I do accept, it's not for everybody. But I loved it. And what else? Yeah. Of course, Miracle on 34th Street, Attenborough. What can I say? I love Richard Attenborough. It's just a great film for me. But people say, well, why haven't you seen the original? I haven't seen the original, but I've had a look at, and a lot of people perhaps will go to original, but, I love Richard Attenborough. I think that's mainly, Snowman, but I'll be watching that tomorrow anyhow on my copy I've got.
That was on this morning and this afternoon.
It probably would, but it's on all the time. But I just still love it.
It's repeated again tomorrow in the morning and in the afternoon. Believe it or not. So
yeah, and I'll watch the other one because I've got it on the double thing. I watch Father Christmas as well because Father Christmas is good. You can't beat Mel Smith doing the voiceover of that. It's just absolutely fantastic, Mel Smith. I think that's I don't know if I talked about it last week, but I watched the original Alistair Sims Scrooge, and because I was going to talk about that, and I don't know, a lot of people really rate it very highly, and I can understand why, but for me, I didn't enjoy it as much. I know people go for Michael Caine in the Muppets one, but I like Albert Finney in the musical one, the 1970 version. I really enjoy him in that. So I think I think that's it, really. In a way, I'd be glad to move on to get back to normal Tony York collections, as you call them,
Yeah,
next week. But you kind of join in with all the Christmas fun. That I feel a bit like doing your humbug thing, complaining about Christmas movies and all that.
yeah.
Um, I know the film that is hanging over people saying, "Why aren't you watching it?" I can hear them saying it is, of course, your favorite film is "It's a Wonderful Life."
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And I have got it, and I probably will watch it again. But I don't quite get as excited as everybody else does about it. I think he's great in it, but I, it is a classic, undoubtedly a
Yeah.
classic. I can't argue with it. But yeah, I think that's it really with things I've watched. You think there's anything else?
No,
No, not really. I say all this Christmas stuff's been in way. It's not very exciting for everybody. But anyhow, well, we'll get into comments. Okay, let's have a look. So I'll just put this out when people can comment about and I can talk about is what films. Yeah, that's it. What are your favorite non-Christmas films? I mean, I always say mine is Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, and a lot of people probably say Great Escape. But are there other films that people watch that are not necessarily Christmas orientated at Christmas? So anybody's got any comments and talk about that is interesting. You know,
well,
why
I'll tell
people.
you what. Just before I go, my sister said, and I sort of agree, that The Amazing Mr. Blunden is something we used to watch at Christmas, and
Yeah,
it's not a
yeah,
Christmas film.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What was funny this morning was Steptoe and Son Ride Again was on this
Oh, I've been
morning,
watching. I've been watching the Steptoe stuff. Oh yeah,
and it was
yeah,
the film. It was the second film, which I don't find as fun as the first one, but I was still glued to it
yeah.
because there are bits of it that were in the TV show. You know, like Albert faking his own death
Of
and all
course,
that
yeah,
sort of
yeah,
stuff,
yeah,
which is an
yeah.
episode. But it was really quite fun. And
It
with
is.
that, I must admit I've got to go and help my mum now, so I'll be
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
Thanks
yeah.
very much for everybody's support. I have to say that I do need to get my mum to bed, but
It's
I will be
okay.
back. And
No
thanks
problem.
very much
Don't
for
worry.
putting up with all of that in the last months or so, because um, it's something that I've got to do, and I wouldn't have it any other way. But it's nice to get so much support for that. You know what I mean? So
That's all right.
I'll be back as fast as I can.
It's all right.
That's
Don't
it.
worry. We'll still be here. We won't have gone. Oh, you never know. Probably me wittering on. Anyhow,
So I won't be long.
okay, right. Okay, so that's interesting because I've been watching a lot of the sort of Steptoe, the TV specials that they did. It was a sort of golden era, I think, of TV specials. Because everybody used to do it. You think of all the shows that did, and all the sitcoms, I think, did a Christmas special. It was almost like a standard thing that everybody did. I bet I'm sure Dad's Army must have done one. I should have checked that. But I'm sure they would have done. There was just so many comedy series in that period. Yeah, right. So we'll go on and see what we've got here, and with me wittering on. He hadn't made any. Did you notice he didn't make any jokes about my beard or lack of it? So he can't send me out to work tonight. You see, because I've proved I'm not the proper Father Christmas. I'm not the proper Father Christmas. No, definitely. There's somebody else. Yes, I've been told. Don't believe me. Thinks I am. Right, so we've got Sai saying Merry Christmas to Ian and Delboy and everyone in the chat, and a Merry Christmas to you, Sai. Thank you so much. Hope you have a great Christmas as well. And then we've got Altec Nassas going Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, my dear great friend Ian Hill. Well, you have a good Christmas, mate. And then Si says, as Ian had a shave. See, you noticed it, yeah. If he has, then who is the real Santa? Ah, you see, that's it. Who is the real Santa? Yeah, he's probably getting ready now. You know, it's not me, is it? Yeah, look at this. Even my hair has gone back. I didn't quite go full shaving off because I don't think I quite go that far. I could have gone full James Bond villain, but I didn't. So we've got Rocket Bunny saying, "Good evening, Merry Christmas, both. Nice festive background, Del. Yep, he always provides a nice festive background, doesn't he?" Yeah. Rocket Bunny, Merry Christmas to you too, Si. And then we've got Si saying Merry Christmas, Rocket Bunny. And then we have got Si saying, I'm halfway through my first food coma of Christmas. Got back from my goddaughter's half an hour ago. And to say that I'm a stuffed as a turkey is an understatement. Well, that's what it's all about. Get stuff, yeah, just fill it all up and enjoy yourself. Yeah, you should see the tomorrow is a wonderful day for me because I can have a chocolate truce. Normally, I do love my chocolate, and I have to try and be restrictive, but to be honest, I virtually find it impossible. But tomorrow's great because there's loads of chocolate building up in there, and I can really enjoy myself. I can just eat chocolate after chocolate. As soon as I get up, chocolate. After the dinner, chocolate. For tea, chocolate. Oh, just loads of chocolates. Absolutely lovely. Beautiful stuff. Absolutely lovely. Yeah. And I'll tell you what I do like. I don't know if anybody likes these, but do you know what I like? I like Pringles. They're addictive. You buy the big thing of Pringles. It must be all sugar. It must be some addiction. Which is your favorite flavor? Mine, I'll tell you what I like. I like the barbecue one, but I like cheese and onion. But I've got barbecue one tomorrow. So these Pringles, I'll just be... They're just addictive. You have one. Oh, I didn't taste that. Then before you know it, the whole thing is you're halfway down, and then before you know it again, they're gone, and you've got to have more. They must be like pure sugar in there in the crisps, but they're lovely, aren't they? They just yeah. But I do like all the other flavors, though. Maybe plain is. No, plain's all right. But I do like those barbecue ones. I can't wait to get stuck into them. Yeah, barbecue flavored. Wonderful. And cheese and onion. And is it cheese and sour cheese or something like that? I can eat them all. Just any of them. I'll definitely stuff myself with them. So we've got Tony saying, good evening, Ian and Del and Rocket and Si and Season's greeting. And welcome to you, Tony. Have a great Christmas, Tony. Thank you for joining us today. Brilliant. Or tonight, I should say, or whenever. Yeah. And same to you, Tony York. I hope Santa is kind to you. Yeah, I'm sure Santa will be very kind. He is. He's a kind person. Definitely. He's around, isn't he? And then we have got X5937 saying hello there, welcome. Hope you're okay. And then we've got Tony. Ian, before I forget, noticed Cromwell Blu-ray for $12.50 on Rarewaves UK website, French release, English or French language. Really, $12.50? Oh, I'll have a. I'll have a look. I think I might have a look at that, especially if it doesn't look like we're gonna get a British release of it. Yeah, Rarewaves. Oh, they're pretty good. I bought from them before. I'll have a look. Thank you. In fact, I'll write that down because in my brain I'll probably forget. But yeah, if they've got Rarewaves, Cromwell, I probably won't get it for a few weeks, but delivery, but it'll come. As I say, I ordered Life of Chuck, and it's not coming till 3rd of January scheduled. So yeah, Rarewaves, Cromwell. I think I should go for that. Yeah, I will. Got to. Right. Oh, what's this? I don't like that comment. No, we don't need that. This is right. I'm blocking this person. There's no need for that at all. That is terrible. Get out. It's not very Christmassy at all. Yep. So I've blocked them. I know I'm not sure how to do it, but I've got rid of them. I don't know who the hell they are, but they can do one. So sorry. I'm sorry, Tony. I'm really sorry. Yeah. We've got rid of him now, so he shouldn't come. But of course, I have to look out because they might come back next week. I don't know who it is. It's obviously some horrible person. So I'm really sorry, Tony. We could do without that. Let's see. No corner. Looks as though Star is back. Oh yeah, I bet it's her. Bloody hell, yeah. Yes. Yeah. Anyhow, I'm sorry about all this. Really hate this. All the best to you and your family too, Tony. Yeah, same. Yeah. Yeah. We got rid of these. I've stopped them. And that's hopefully I can. I'll just keep an eye. Anybody sees anything, they're gone, totally gone. I'm not having them. I can manage to block them. Yeah, they're making nasty around. I really am sorry. I don't like it, Tony. Don't deserve these idiots. We're only ones that can't keep our mouth shut. So, yeah. It must have peeved them off big time. Well, that's complete idiots, aren't they? I can see us through door. Me too, sigh. No doubt about me. I guess they blocked everyone apart from me, so I can read them. Don't worry, Tony. It's gone now. It's gone. Yeah. Tony, the person can't be seen in the normal chat, but can be seen in StreamYard. I don't know what it means, but they've gone anyhow from this chat. I can see in the chat column to the right of the screen down. I don't understand all this, but they're gone now. I have blocked them, but I'll just have to watch how in future weeks. If I see them, just get rid of them. I'm going to watch Die Hard after the stream. I watched Lethal Weapon yesterday. Yeah, I think I'll be watching Die Hard tomorrow, probably. I love Die Hard. And yeah, Lethal, actually, you're making me think I should watch Lethal Weapon as well. Yeah, I might do. I might watch that. Why not? With all my other films, yeah, I might do. But I'll be glad to get back to normal, as I said it. And then we've got Sai saying Bugsy Malone is a must-watch for Boxing Day. Also, I love to watch Porridge during the Christmas period. Porridge, great, absolutely wonderful. Porridge, what can you say? What a genius Ronnie Barker was. You can't help but love Ronnie Barker. He's just great. I mean, those characters that he created, absolutely wonderful. I can't help it. Yeah. And then Rocket Bunny, I watched my Cruel 4K Blu-ray this afternoon while wrapping my prezzies. A great print. Oh, I'm really pleased about it. Do you know what? It's a film that I missed out on, and I think I should try and get around to trying to watch Crawl because it looks good. I think I'll probably enjoy it. Yeah, and then looking smart there for the festive period there, Ian. Yeah, well, yeah, I did. I had quite a fight. I thought I'll really cut it down. This is probably the shortest I've had my beard for quite a long time, and I won't go as far as shaving the hair off the sides, but I've tried to cut the sides down quite a bit, so you can see the face, though you probably don't want to see the face. And then Sai says Cruel is such a good fantasy adventure. Yeah, I definitely would enjoy, I think, all that kind of things. Yeah. And Tony says, watched a very Christmassy film last night, the new Blu-ray of Craze, which had balance on performing. Yes, Craze is great. It's great. He's over the top. Actually, I think you sent me it on a DVD. Absolutely, Jack Palance is he's wonderful. He's over the top. It's a great film. Yeah, I still keep thinking about that Cromwell. Oh yeah, it's in my mind now because I doubt if it looks like it's not going to get a release here. What's everyone's favorite Christmas chocolate treat? For me, you can't beat a good old Terry's chocolate orange. Oh, crikey, you're making me hungry. Oh, wow. Oh, Terry's chocolate. I'll tell you what I really enjoy. And I can we've already got some in. It's those blooming celebrations, in the box or the tin. And there's not one in there I don't think I don't dislike. Yeah, like with Quality Streets. There's always one or two that I don't like as much. But those celebrations, I can just sit there and scoff the lot. I can. And I think I like, is it roses? I think they're all right. I don't tend to, they may have coffee in that. I don't know if they have coffee. I'm not as keen on the coffee one. The coffee chocolate. No, I don't think I was seeing that. But I don't think the celebrations ones have that, and yeah, they'll be getting a good going over. I think definitely, absolutely love them. Chocolate orange, yeah, lovely, absolutely lovely. Oh God, you're making me hungry. Yeah, I definitely need some chocolate. I think I'll probably start after this stream finishes. I might just indulge myself in a bit. I'll tell you what I did buy. I went to the shop earlier, corner shop, and I couldn't resist it. There was a big, massive bar of Aero. Oh, wow. Aero. I love Aero. I always have done. So, of course, it just accidentally fell into my hand, and then and then on the counter, and then I thought, oh, I better get another one. So I got a couple just to back myself up, keep the supply going. I can always go out and get some more. Probably not tomorrow, but I can go day after. Boxing Day. I'd say, yeah, Boxing Day. What? No, I don't like Boxing Day much for personal reasons, as you probably guessed about Jasmine. But just generally, I was just gonna get on with it as a day and do the things that I do. I probably won't get as involved on Boxing Day, but yeah. In fact, I'll probably, knowing me. In fact, I know me. I'll probably end up doing some videos for my channel, which I need to do. So I'll probably do some shorts or something. Yeah, and I've got because I've got an X-Files one I've got to do, so I'll probably end up doing that. And why not? I love watching the X-Files. At least I'll get me away from watching some Christmas episodes. In fact, the X-Files Christmas episode, which was, I think it was called Christmas Carol, I did a few weeks ago. So I'll be able to do just a not to the normal episode of the X-Files, I think. In fact, I had I think it was the week before, I had the Stephen King story that the X-Files did, which was okay. I think a lot of people were a bit disappointed with it. It was like a sort of not as good version of Chucky kind of thing. It was a doll and that. I don't think Stephen King was that happy with it either. I wish he'd have been able to do something better for X-Files. But at least I suppose they got one for him. Yeah. But my thing is, I don't know what I'm going to do after the X-Files. I'll have to find another big series to do, which I'm sure I will. I have thought about tackling doing the original Star Trek. I don't know yet. I might do. I'll see. It's something I think I will probably really enjoy, going through our original Star Trek episodes. So that might be what I'll do next. Yeah. The other thing that made me think is how much I love anthology horror. I'd like to watch more anthology horror films. Because there was that for this Christmas live stream, I did the I watched it, the Joan Collins one. I think it was Jamie. It was one of his, which is the Christmas one, where there's a Santa Claus, Father Christmas, who just is on the run, and she's got rid of her husband, and this Father Christmas is running around outside. Really good, brilliant. I like the punchline to that. It's only short, I think, very short. It's a good one. But I do like, then I was watching that and I thought, I might as well watch all the other anthology horrors, and they were great. All Amicus ones. And yeah, I definitely like to do more looking at those sort of things. Really enjoyed that. Yeah. Then Rocky says, raising a nice pint here. Oh, thank you. Cheers. First beer in 6 months or so. I have a dodgy stomach these days, but relaxing the regime over the next few days. Yeah, I've had to. I used to love a good pint of beer, a pint of bitter, of course. Those traditional ales that you could get hold of, sort of homemade, well, not homemade, but these small brewery ales that they did. But I haven't been able to drink any for a few years. It didn't always work that well. The diabetes, I think, has kicked in a bit with alcohol. And I don't know if I enjoy it as much as I used to. When I was young, God blimey, when I'm knocking them back. But I think it changes a bit. But sometimes I think, I'd like to try another one. I won't mind. But last time I did it, it didn't. I don't think it went down that way. It affected me a bit. So, it's a shame, but there it is. Let's see. Let's have a look. Yeah, Tony says, Cadbury's, Bourneville, rum and raisin. All Jamaica. Oh God, do they still do them? You know, I hadn't seen one of them for ages. I know my granddad, because he was a great rum drinker. I know exactly what he loved. My granddad, and so going back, rum. But I remember tasting them, and yeah, they have their own distinctive taste, but quite nice. Not, do you know? I've not seen them for years. I really haven't. But that is an amazing one. If they're still going, I've not seen them in our shop, but they have a lot of chocolate. I bet they're quite specialist now. I bet you have to go maybe to certain shops, but I remember them. I'll tell you what, I never. It was okay, but I never liked it as much. Was the Bourneville dark chocolate? You can't beat really milk chocolate, can you? Dark chocolate's okay. It's okay, but you get more of a kick, I think, from milk chocolate. You know, definitely get more of a kick. And as Si says, great shout out, Tony. It is. Do you know, I've not thought of them for years, that rum and raisin thing. Honestly, I've not thought about it for absolutely years. Yeah, absolutely awful. You know, your memory, you're thinking, oh, why have I not, can't I remember these things? And this is what I love about this, you know, that I wouldn't have thought of that for it. You know, it's the first time that's coming back into my head. I think it's because I don't know that I've not seen it. If it's still going, that would be great. Absolutely great. Yeah. Rockyman says, again, I can't eat so much chocolate these days, but favorite is, Toblerone, dark or white, or both, you know. Oh, any. I know what I want to ask anyone. Do you like the chunky Kit Kats? And do you like the white chocolate Kit Kats? Yeah, there's a question. Or is it best the milky ones? And do you think the chunky ones are good? You know, the traditional Kit Kat the best. I mean, Kit Kats are so addictive. You can you just keep eating them and eating them. Oh, absolutely lovely. God, this has really become a chocolate fest. it's So says, I love Toblerone. Every time a friend goes on holiday, I ask them to bring one back for me. Well, that's a good idea. You get a present that is good, you know, from bringing it back. Why not get something that you're going to enjoy? I think that's great. Yeah. Tony says, I can't pretend it's healthy, as they reckon plain chocolate is good for you in small quantities. I know, I've heard all that about plain chocolate. And the nurses also mentioned all that. But to be honest, I get a bit deaf sometimes when the nurse is talking. And I say, oh, really? Oh, yeah. I wouldn't dare tell her about all my chocolate. But she'd have a fit. I'd be getting preached at. Oh, I'd be in trouble. There'd be trouble. Well, imagine, it depends which nurse I get. You get some really nice ones, which are a good laugh and are really nice. And then occasionally you get ones that are a bit more strict, a bit more. And then I have to keep my mouth shut. I'm sealed. I'm saying, don't you say anything, because she'll go on one. And they do go on one. Oh, blooming heck. Yeah, they do. They start telling you. So I just say no. I say no. I've learned that. Don't say anything. Yeah. And Tony says, not your fault, Ian. Don't worry about it. It's strange they were showing on the laptop, but not on the mobile phone chat. Yeah. They've gone now. They can't come back. Oh, you'll be feeling the cold with less area. Yes. Yeah. Mind you, I haven't got my hat on. Sometimes I have my Leeds United hat, but I've not got it on. And we've got I suppose as well, we've got the heating on. It's got so cold, well, we've just had to put the heating on all the time. It's on all the time now. The bill, not the bill. Yeah, you've got to, in the end, you have to say, well, to hell with it. I mean, when I went outside, I thought, bloody hell, this is Arctic. And of course, I'll tell you something they always do, but hopefully it's wrong. Have you noticed at this time of year, when you're looking on, on Google, you get these like headline things, don't you? Is it Google that do it? There's sort of articles, and you can guarantee you'll always get snow coming in the next 24 hours. And I keep seeing, and 24 hours pass, and no, nothing's coming. But they might be right one time. I don't know. And if that comes, that means it's going to be proper parky. I mean, it was when I went out to shop, I thought it was bloody parky today. So I really hope it doesn't get any colder. But you can't tell, can you? Bye, Ek. We don't want it parky. No. It's funny. I moan about it all. If it's too hot, I'm moaning about it being too hot. If it's too cold, I'm moaning about it. You got to have a good moan, haven't you? Have a good moan. That's it. Everybody should have a good moan. Be a grumpy Yorkshireman. Why not? I watched, this is a Rocket Bunny. I watched the Lethal Weapon films earlier this year. Love 1 and 2. 3 is okay, but I'm not a fan of 4, particularly the family-friendly ending. It's a far cry from the darker first film. That's an interesting point, that. Yeah, I must watch the 4. I've tended to watch probably the first 2 more than I've bothered watching all the others. They're easy to watch. They're very easy to watch. That's an interesting. Yeah, I mean, they're really good. But do you remember when they said they were going to try and do some more? No, don't. We don't want that. No more, please. And then Ian, order Cromwell live tonight. Yeah, I might do. I better do it. I don't want to cock up. No, I have to be very careful. But I will have a look at it. Definitely, I will do it. And thank you, honestly, thank you for because I'm always going on about it needs a 4K. A Blu-ray release. Tony says, don't bother with tins, boxes of chocolates. Can't stand the nut ones. Yeah, do you know, I'm not a big fan on the nuts. and, that's why I like to make sure it's Quality Street, isn't it? Quality Street always has 1 or 2 that you don't like, and they have the nutty ones, as I remember. So as well as the awful coffee ones. Yeah. So unfortunately, I don't think we've got any Quality Streets. Hopefully, it's somebody hasn't sent any, but yeah, I think we might be safe. Hopefully, we will be safe. And then Rocket Bunny, hey Tony, as a fellow baldy, I used to have different hairstyles in my 20s and early 30s. So now I have a great collection of hats. Yes, well, why not? I bet now there's something. I've had so many different types of hairstyles. I've had really long hair as well. So I've been at the hippie style, and then I've had really virtually like this. And I had Spanky, my punky kind of there, and all that, because I was into all punky stuff as well. Yes, it's interesting, the hairstyles we have, but when you start losing big chunks, there's not a lot you can do about it, is there? Yeah. And then, Rocky Mike Cromwell is a classic, such a classic. It is. I mean, Richard Harris and Alec Guinness, wow, their performances are just amazing, and I love the film. I know. As I say, I always say, because I'm into history, that it doesn't matter that it's historically inaccurate. It doesn't matter at all. And also that the fact is that they got the Sealed Knot Society involved in it, and all these consultants they had on the film. So in terms of the battles and what they did, they're very good. What they're doing on there, they were exactly how they would have been, especially if you get the Sealed Knot Society involved. Really good. I really enjoyed it. It's a great film. And then Tony, never had Aero for years. Oh, wow! And I'll tell you, Tony, what I liked about it is it always feels like it's still quite authentic. Some of the Cadbury stuff they messed about with. I think they've been messing about. They've taken some of the more milkiness. I'll put other stuff in. Aero always feels very chocolatey, that they haven't been messing about with it. And that's why I really like it. It gives you that chocolate taste that you really want. I mean, you try a bar of dairy milk chocolate nowadays, doesn't taste like it used to. Nah, they've cut back on the ingredients. It's since Kraft took over. But Aero, I don't know who does Aero. Is it Mars maybe, or somebody like that? But it still feels, well, tastes very chocolatey, and that's another reason why I love it as well. And then Si says, "I've never seen Cromwell. Please forgive me for my sins." It's okay, but it is a great film. If you enjoy seeing two great actors, Richard Harris and Alec Guinness, you love it, absolutely, because they are great actors, and it's an historical film. I love it. As I say, I just love it. And Tony says, I have the DVD, not watched it for a few years. Hey lad, it's really grand. Oh yes, actually that's a good thing. After X-Files, I've got all of Fringe. I've got the whole. Is there about 6 seasons? I think. Yeah, I've got them all. That's a good idea. I may think of that, because that's got some great characters in it. It didn't. The last series changes a bit, doesn't it? I don't know. I may think about. I might do Fringe. I don't know. I suddenly got enthused thinking about doing Star Trek the original series, but Fringe is a good backup to do. I'll have to think about it. Walter, that's it. I was trying to think of the character's name. Walter. Walter is great, isn't he? And he plays Yes. That's how I know it. He actually was playing Yes. It was a program, fantastic. Yes, he's got his record player with Yes on. Love it. Yeah. And I don't know who the lead actress is on that. I've forgotten her name, but she's good as well. She's a pretty good lead actress in it. Yeah. It's one to think about. I don't know yet. It's just that I suddenly was fancying doing Star Trek, but that might be one to think about, Fringe. So it's only 6 series, isn't it, or seasons, or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, I might think about that. And they finished it as well, didn't they? As I remember, didn't they manage to do just some extra episodes? I can't remember. I'm sure they did. I think. I think it. I don't think it left on a cliffhanger like some of these where they cancel them. I forgot. I've forgotten the final season. What happened? Did they go? Did they meet the alternative? Because there's an alternative world, isn't there? The fringe, the in this alternative timeline. Both timelines might have met. I think that was good, wasn't it? I think they did. I think they all crossed over. Yeah, it is a while since I've seen it, but yeah, I think that's what may have happened. I don't know. You probably remember it more than I do. So, Ian, if you're stuck for a series to cover after X-Files, have you considered one of the ITC adventure series, or perhaps the Avengers, New Avengers? Yeah, no. The Avengers. I've only got the color series. It's one that I intend to get, the black and white one. In fact, it's one I definitely. I don't know. I think you can still get it. It's something I should think about getting the black and white one with Diana Rigg. I have on DVD. I think. I don't know whether it's complete though. Of the Linda Thorson one as well. I don't think it's complete. I think I've got some of that. I'll have to think about it. The Avengers is such a major series, and of course they've released the new Avengers, haven't they, on Blu-ray recently? I don't know. I'll have to think about it. There's some great series. I think there's a good chance that the Avengers will still be around. I wonder if next year I'll be able to consider getting it. I might do. And I might consider getting some more Blu-rays. Yeah, I could try and get the Linda Thorson one. And I really should, because Diana Rigg is just great. I should get the black and white Diana Rigg ones. I'm not quite so bothered about Kathy Gale. Some of them are missing, aren't they? The Kathy Gale ones. Though I do like Honor Blackman. Honor Blackman's pretty good, you know. I always think of Goldfinger, Pussy Galore. I wonder why, but they're very cheeky. That one, yeah. I don't know. And there's Ian Hendry, isn't there, in the original series with Kathy Gale? Yeah, I don't know. I'll think about it. There's this. Tony says, "What's Fringe Side?" Excuse my ignorance. It was like a sort of similar X-Files kind of investigation team who did these sort of weird when weird things happening. But what made it interesting, they were like this other alternative world or timeline where the characters played different versions of themselves, and that was interesting. That was really, so you get these parallel stories going on, and it's just one of those crazy bits of sci-fi that they don't make anymore. They don't make those kind of things, which I wish they would. Don't you wish they'd do these? The Americans would do these 90s sci-fi kind of stuff again. It'd be so good for them to do that. I wish they would. But I don't think it's going to happen. Or if they do, they'll be watered down. Well, for a fact, they can't do any more than probably 8 episodes, or not even that. Probably cut down to 6, which is a shame. But there we are. Yeah, I'll tell you what worries me is that next year we've got Starfleet Academy, and at one time I'd have been all excited, another Star Trek series. But after what's happened and some of the stuff I've seen, the clips, it's not looking good. Hopefully they'll only do. I think they've got 2 seasons. I think they may have even recorded the 2nd season. But hopefully It was, I think, due for a third one. Hopefully they'll cancel it with new management that's come in. It would be great if they cancelled it, and then we'll start again, get some more proper Star Trek, get a legacy series going or something different, not this awful stuff. I mean, I've seen some clips of Starfleet Academy, and it's just continuation of this awful gender identity politics rubbish. It's just awful. I know. But so 90s sci-fi was just good, like 70s, 80s, and 90s. Yeah. Thoroughly enjoyed Arnie's The Running Man last week. Yeah, I should watch that again. I've got it. And I'd forgotten how good it is. A great satirical 80s pastiche. Yeah, I should watch it. Definitely. I know the remake has not been seen quite so favourably, has it? To me, there's always Arnie, and it's difficult. How can you follow Arnie? I think they stopped Rum and Raisin, but reintroduced it a few years ago. Not widely available in shops, I don't think. I get it from Amazon. So it still is available then. I forget that Amazon do food, don't they? And you can get all these food things through Amazon. Yes. I forget they sell so many things, Amazon. Yeah, I suspect you can't get it in shops. But I mean, you have these. Have you? I've noticed, like, you have like retro sweets, don't you? Advertised quite a bit. I bet you can maybe get them through Amazon as well. I like their pick and mix kind of things. I don't know how good they are, but that's nice though. That's really good. Perhaps I'll try to look on there and see what there is. And then so it's about a scientist and his estranged son. The father is an inventor of science, changing equipment like a mirror to another dimension. Yeah, that's true. Is Walter, that's his name, and yeah, the son's there as well. It's a great series. I think. I think if you enjoy science fiction, it's one that you look back fondly on. It's the last of that kind of era, sort of. I think it was 90s. It could have been early 2000s. I don't know. It could have gone into the 2000s. I've forgotten. Yeah. But I enjoyed it. Really did. And it's true. The relationship between the son and the father is fantastic. Really, where it changes throughout the series. And then last lot I got was about $1.95 a bar, I think. Do you know, nowadays $1.95, I'd say it's about good price. It's not overinflated, is it? Well, that's pretty good. $1.95, yeah. And if it still tastes like it did, it sounds good to me. Sounds really good. And then Tony says, sounds interesting, Si. And says, to be honest, I prefer dark chocolate than second white Milky Bar Kid and Milk Third. Oh, right. Oh, yeah, Milky Bars. Yeah, the Milky Bar Kid. Yeah, do you remember all those adverts with a different Milky Bar Kid? Yeah. I should get. I haven't had a Milky Bar for ages. I wonder did they still taste as good as they did? Or there was sort of. Did they do like buttons as well? Milky Bar buttons? I don't know. They might have done. I haven't looked. I should look for Milky Bar. Oh, I know one. Now, does anybody remember Caramax? Yeah, Caramax. I love Caramac. Oh wow, I hadn't had that for years. It was in sort of a orangey kind of label, and it had its own. It's very sweet, had its own taste. It was lovely. It was Caramac. I don't know if they do them. I bet they don't do them anymore. Or they might do, or they might be like a specialist. I don't think I've seen them in our shop at all. But yeah, Caramac. As a child, I used to get lots of Caramac. I don't know if they do them. They might do. But I'm not seeing them in our shop. But you've unleashed in me, Tony, the desire to be looking on Amazon at all this chocolate that. Oh God, yeah, definitely. It was on about something I'd not heard of from for years. Was these raisin and rum bars? These big bars. He said he still gets them on Amazon. I mean, I've not seen them in our local shop amongst the bars of chocolate. There we are. We've been talking about chocolate a lot.
Yeah, well, I can't have an awful lot of that now.
Oh, I'm not supposed to, but I do let myself go.
I dare say I'll break that habit tomorrow.
Good. You need to. You've got to let yourself go one day at least with chocolate.
The funny thing about Christmas, and it's always a time of reflection, although more I think at New Year.
Yeah.
I tend to find that a lot of my time is spent sort of looking at old adverts, Christmas adverts and stuff on YouTube. You know, there's loads of people that have put old adverts from the past, part 1, part 2, part 3, and they do these 50-minute elongated things that have got things like Old Spice and denim.
That's
and
right. I've seen,
you know, the Woolworths adverts and Currys and Dixons. And, you know, and chocolate bars is another one. And then there are other people that do documentaries that say the chocolate bars that you can no longer get in 2025. All of this sort of stuff. You know, somebody posted a picture of Spangles and things like that.
Oh yeah, Spangles. I remember them. Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Do you remember opal fruits? And now they're called
made to make your mouth water.
What are they called now?
I'm not quite sure actually.
They have changed the name, haven't they?
Just like Marathon and his Snickers and all of that. I think it has changed its name.
I can't remember. I can't think what it's called.
You know, it's all of those. I tend to get I tend to fall into the trap of watching them. Every year I do the same damn thing, and I don't know why. It must be a nostalgia. It's a nostalgia thing, you know.
We all do it. We all think back. You know, it was just. I think there's some sort of comfort in it. You know, looking back at certain times in our life. You know, things that made us. You know, that we enjoyed. I think that's it with nostalgia and chocolate and sweets. There's something you enjoy. Well, as a kid, I think, you know, well, I did, and I still do. So I'm still addicted. But Christmas is a good excuse to eat more chocolate. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We did have some awful trolling, but we got rid of them.
Oh, okay.
There was some horrible troll.
Well, the only thing I can say about that is that it's Christmas Eve, people. It should be a time of getting all that.
Yeah, it was somebody who's. Anyhow, we won't talk about them. I think it's best not to talk about them. They're gone. Turning out, it's my favorite sci-fi series. It went on for 100 episodes. You know what we're talking about? Fringe.
Fringe was brilliant.
Because people are talking about what I should do after I've finished to end the X-Files, and that was a suggestion that Cy came up with.
Yeah, but didn't you want to do Sliders?
Yeah, well, there's all sorts I want to do. There's Sliders, but I'm being seriously wanting to do Star Trek, the original series.
Yeah.
That's been pulling, But Fringe was a good, enjoyable series.
Well, do you know
I
what? I think
enjoyed
that
it.
was probably the best of the J.J. Abrams Bad Robot TV series, I think, Fringe.
Yeah.
What was it, 5 seasons?
Was it? Yeah, 5 or 6. I couldn't remember.
5, I think it was. I bought them all on Blu-ray.
Yeah, I've got them. I've got them on Blu-ray. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Did it have an ending?
Yes, it did.
It did. That's it. I was trying to think. I'm sure it did. They gave it a chance to have an ending, didn't they? You know, with cancellation. They knew when it was going to get cancelled.
If I remember rightly, towards the end, they were in an alternative world.
Yeah, that's it. We saw them, didn't they, come together, both worlds?
And then it was, wasn't it the Doctor and his son that sort of like had to close the rift or something? And
yes, yeah, because in Walter in the other world was like
Walter,
the leader.
That was his name. Yeah, Walter.
Yeah, he was the leader, wasn't he, in the other world?
Yes, he was. He was the one he was the company leader, wasn't he? There was a company, wasn't there?
And in the sort of main world, he was the bumbling scientist, kind of, wasn't
That's
he?
right. Well, he was the one with he was the one with the memory things going on in his head, wasn't he?
Yeah, and his relationship with his son, we had all that business, which was quite.
But I think it was something like adrenaline or something that made him bring back the memories on how to fix things.
Yeah,
I can't quite remember, but I always remember. I love the intro tune.
Yeah.
As a main theme.
Yeah. But it was a good series, definitely. I enjoyed it, yeah. But I still don't know what I'm going to do yet. But we've still got time anyhow. There's still quite a bit more X-Files yet.
Oh, Christ, you're at season 5. There's only about 6 to go, isn't there?
Yeah, I've got to do those last ones, which I'm not as keen on, but I'll do them. I've got to do everything. I certainly didn't rate the ones at the end as much, but you've got to do them. Tell you, the only problem I find with starting series is the time they take to get through. Yeah, and of course, going in the past, it's a massive amount of episodes. I mean, it's easier now. Well, you can say it's easier, but it's not. But you don't get that amount, do you?
Yeah, I think it's a double-edged sword, isn't it, really? If you think about it, right? There was 24, 26 episodes to a season.
Yeah.
And if you wanted to do something like that now, it would take you an age to get through. It's like going up to someone and saying, "Yeah, you want to start watching Game of Thrones?" He said, "What? I've got to get through 7
that's me.
seasons of it."
That's me,
right?
Because I never watched.
And then there's another one that will say, "Do Alien Romulus," and you've got about 8 episodes to watch. You know what I mean? It's like smaller chunks. You know what I mean? And even if you look at a series, there's there's only about 10 episodes in each one. Do you know what I mean? It's not like there's 20 something,
Yeah.
So you can look at it as being a major benefit, but I still think character development comes through by having big long series of 24 or so episodes.
And maybe you could be more experimental with writing. You could bring in more different, wider authors. If you've got a lot of episodes to write for, you can bring in a lot more authors, can't you? Rather than just the same.
The other thing is, if you watch something like Game of Thrones, and I know you haven't, but I'm mentioning
and a lot of people.
I think a lot of people watching this are probably recognizing that series. Because there were so many sort of like episodes. There was a lot of plot threads.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. And that again is a double-edged sword. If you have a lot of plot threads, then basically you can't come in the middle really, because you're lost. Some character will come in and you go, "What? Where did he come from? Oh yeah, I missed I missed series 2, didn't I? Oh shit, yeah." And that person hasn't been seen since then or something. And it can get a bit tricky from that point of view. But I think I prefer the older days, like 24, having 24 episodes, and it was in real
Yeah,
time, and
yeah.
that
Well, I
sort of
think
stuff.
yeah. I think you can build up stories better, don't you? You can get more character, more looking at different
Well,
characters. You know.
even if you think about Star Trek: The Next Generation for a moment, they introduced the Borg in the seconds. No, was it the second season? Yeah, it was.
Yeah, well,
Um,
Q wasn't it? Who
yeah, with Q, yeah.
Yeah,
And then they came back in the third, and
yeah,
it was like, wow, you know what I
yeah.
mean? It was like, it was a great episode, and you wondered whether they were going to continue something like
And
that on.
how clever
And
that was.
then
Yeah,
it happened.
yeah,
There was a lot of things like that that you could do. If you can't really introduce something in the second episode and then have it at the end
yeah,
of season 8. Sorry,
yeah,
of episode 8. It's too short a thing.
yeah,
There's not much in between. If you remember, but I think the good news is that we've moved away from those old writing skills where, say, in a show like Knight Rider, right, the Hoff and Kit would get a laser at the beginning of the episode, right, and it would
yeah.
have to be used at the end of that episode, wouldn't it? Right? It would. Otherwise, what was the point in me introducing me to this laser, right?
Yeah,
That's been put into this
uh,
car if you weren't going to use it in that episode, and then you wouldn't see him use it again or
yeah,
something for bloody ages. But what I'm saying is, they did that an awful lot, introduce you to something right at the beginning, and then you knew it was going to be used at the end, and it was going to save the day. You know
yeah.
what I mean? It's like, I'm so glad that we're away from that lazy writing, because that really was a trope. They call it a
Do
trope.
you remember they
Trope.
do like another lazy thing that they did it? I think even in Star Trek, didn't they? Where they do a clip show which is just filling an whole episode with previous clips. Wasn't it Riker or something was having a brain problem, and they were
Yeah.
investigating, and it was just an excuse to fill in an episode of previous clips, and they put the clips together.
The end of the series, they'd always do some sort of show that saved money,
That's
wasn't it?
right. It was a way of
It
saving
was a
money.
save money trick, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah,
A look back episode, yeah.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
It,
even the end of what was it? Was it Deep Space Nine? No, it was Enterprise.
Enterprise, because that
Enterprise
got cancelled. They ruined it.
was it that was a holographic story that
Oh, it was awful. It ruined
Riker
the
and
series.
and Deanna were watching, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm
trying to pretend that never happened. That never happened.
I think a lot of people
do.
A lot of people do on that one, don't
Yeah,
they?
because it was a good. I actually think Enterprise stands up really well still. I think it was a good series. I think I really enjoyed Enterprise. It's a pity it ended when it did. It was just really getting in its stride. Definitely. But anyhow. Okay. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Well, I'm at Chunky. It says Rocket Bunny says, I love chunky Kit Kats, Ian. A white chocolate fan, so they are favourite. However, the orange and mint special ones are great also. I haven't had one for Yonk, so well, now's your chance to go and find one.
But I remember when chunky Kit Kats were like Yorkie bars, sort of.
Yeah.
You got a really big chunky. Now it might as well be a fun size bar, mightn't it? I mean, Jesus Christ, what I hate to think what a 4-finger Kit Kat is now. I don't think you could call it a chocolate bar, could you? Because there ain't enough cocoa in it for it to be called.
Why do they call them fun sized? I mean, to me, it's only a little bit of chocolate. What's the fun in that? You want big lots of chocolate. This fun size.
The unfun size.
Yeah, the unfun size. Where's my chocolate? There's no fun. Come on.
I think actually somebody said that actually once before. I don't know if it was in this.
I think you're probably right. But why is it fun? It's a marketing thing. It's just another marketing thing that they're doing, you know. But big chunky Kit Kats, they're still going, aren't they? I've seen them in shop. Yeah.
Well, I mentioned Curly Whirlies, didn't I?
Oh yeah, I think they're still going. Yeah. And then Rocketman says, Tony, I found The Rookie this year, and it took me 4 to 5 months to get through 7 series. Oh, 7. I've not heard of The Rookie. I don't know that one. Is it a detective series or what have you? I don't know.
The Rookie, that's a film, isn't it?
Is no, he says it's 7 series.
Oh right,
it's a TV show.
I can't remember that one.
Yeah, 7. That's quite a lot nowadays, isn't it? Mind you, it might be an older one. I don't know. If it took that long to get through, yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah.
It's supposed to get colder early in New Year, they reckon. I know. Well, I keep getting it, keeps coming up, and I'm saying, you're just scaring people. But you know, I suppose it might happen. We'll see. Yeah, there's people like me saying, nay. And then Rocketman says, I'm a gamer, though, so often I have time to watch TV. I game instead. Yeah, I can understand that, yeah.
Yeah.
And then my friend keeps trying to get me to watch The Rookies, is what Si says. Ah, right. And then Rocketman says, I enjoyed it, Si. It's a bit woke. Oh, dear. But Nathan Fillion bloke's in it. He pops up, doesn't he? Just carries the show through it. Some great characters in it. Yeah. I wondered what had happened to him. But he's popped up. He's still getting work. Yeah. That's the problem, Rocket. I have plenty of series already on DVD, or I should give them a rewatch. Yeah, I know. There's loads of series, and you're thinking, oh God, I should watch that again. Yeah. A series I actually fancy rewatching, but I probably won't get round to it. Would be Quantum Leap. I always loved Quantum Leap, even though the storyline, I can understand not everybody sort of, finding it a bit weird sometimes. But I enjoyed it.
I loved Quantum Leap, and I tried to give the new series a try.
Oh yes, there was a new remake, wasn't there?
And apparently now, and I don't know if it will happen because Scott Bakula is actually coming back to another Star Trek thing. But he was apparently going to appear in one of the episodes of the new series.
Oh,
now I tried to watch the first series of it.
Yeah,
and I was getting disillusioned by it, but apparently it got better in the second series. And I suppose I ought to go back and have a look, but I haven't yet. I just found it really weird. This new Quantum Leap, it was.
What did they have similar characters? Were the similar characters?
Yeah, it's just that you got
was there the holograph character?
Yeah, you got to see Ziggy as a scientist and all of that sort of stuff. And it was a bit weird for me. You know.
But it didn't feel. It didn't have the original charm, perhaps, of the.
Yeah, to me, you see, it was always him talking on his little gadget, that said this has got. I think this is what's going to happen. But when you introduce the character in the new one as a standing human, it sort of took it away from me, because it's almost like if you watch Frasier and you talk about Niles and Niles has got a wife, you never saw the wife.
Yeah,
you just heard him talk about her all the time.
Yeah.
You know, And so when you introduce then the character and you see what they look like, it sort of like takes it
Takes
away
away
a little bit. You know what I
the
mean?
mystique of it, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah, maybe
yeah,
I'm just an old fuddy duddy on that.
yeah.
But,
But I always loved Quantum Leap when you was waiting to see what their real face looked like. It was always fascinating when he looked in the mirror. Always loved that. Wonderful. And then I had curtains in my 20s. I was around in the 90s. Right? Thank you. What I shot said that side. Must not make comment about having curtains in my first house. Ah, too late. Ah, oh, there you are. Curtains for you, mate. And then I cried like a child watching the Fringe finale. Oh, sorry, I don't remember it. You know, I don't remember it.
If you can't remember it, that's good. That's good, I think, because that makes you probably want to go and rewatch it. If you can't remember the ending.
I can't remember the ending at all.
I mean, I remember the end. I remember the ending to Lost, and it's like, I ain't gonna watch
I remember. I think everybody.
I remember. I remember seeing the end of Prison Break as well. Not going to go back to that.
No, I've never watched Prison Break.
It's sort of a bit like that with me. If I can remember the end, I'll just go,
yeah. I remember the end of Quantum Leap, and I liked it. A lot of people didn't like it.
Oh yeah, it was in the. It was in the.
They were brave.
It was in the diner, wasn't it? So.
Yeah, it was brave. I thought because they could have done all sorts. I thought they did the right one. They left it. I like what they did with that ending. Yeah.
The only problem I've got about picking up sometimes these old serials, these old series, is that same thing that we talked about the other week. I think where are you going to be watching a cut down version?
Oh.
Or are you going to be watching the original that you remember from because it's they've taken certain stuff out,
things out,
correctness, all of this sort of stuff. So you sometimes have to look down the old box sets where you know that those are going to be the untempered ones, rather than the redone Blu-ray ones where they've cut out stuff. Denny talked about it in our stream, I think. Where he was talking about Knight Rider, I think.
Yeah. Actually, there is. Is it in one of the Star Trek films? There's quite a disturbing scene with Troy, isn't there, where it's implied that she's getting abused. I don't know. Would they put warnings up on that, or would they cut that out?
That's what I mean. How do you put up a warning on a DVD? If you bought it on DVD or Blu-ray, surely you should recognize that episodes will be like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't see the point in when you buy it.
Yeah.
Right. If it's going to be transmitted, you've got no control over who's watching it of a sort. Once it's broadcast, it's broadcast. Yeah. Right. Now, my expectations of watching Frasier on Channel 4 at 8 a.m. is not going to get the episodes that you used to watch at 9 o'clock at night on.
Yeah,
TV,
of course.
right?
No, that's understandable.
It's a kiddies time where
exactly.
the kiddies could be watching.
That's fair enough.
But if you're buying something and it costs £109 for the complete,
you want
series,
the lot,
right? Yeah. And I don't want these cut down ones.
No, of course not.
I want the full thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't get it really a little bit.
No. They shouldn't. I think if you buy a physical media copy, you should have the best version that you can get. You shouldn't get any censored version. That's what I agree with that. The Crocodile Dundee business was about.
Because they can put in the booklet something about be warned that this episode has whatever it is. Do you see what I mean? You don't even have to have it displayed on the screen, just have it in the book.
Well, do you remember I said they did it with Crocodile Dundee, the 4K. The 4K So
I mean,
most people then will be
there was a
thinking,
big
I'm not going to get
hoo-ha
that.
on Star Trek 6
Ah,
about,
yes.
about the mind rape. They said it was an intrusive thing that Spock should
Yeah.
never have done that to Savick
Oh,
because
yes. Yeah.
it's they actually called it mind rape,
Yeah.
right? But
Yeah.
it's in the film
Yeah.
and they haven't cut that out.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
But
what is it that they don't quite
well,
like?
I think sometimes it's if you get people who suddenly discover something and they'll start shouting about it, then they react, which is bad. It means that there may well be certain groups of people who want to go around looking for things. I don't know. It seems that way.
It is weird because I always think that we shouldn't be scared of the English language, right? We
No,
shouldn't be,
no,
right?
no.
And there are things that are said in America, and then there are things that are said in England. We have the word fanny, and they have the word fanny, and they have two totally different meanings in two different countries. Fanny in the States is their backside, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's a massive difference. It's a
Right.
massive
And
difference. Yeah,
then you've
yeah,
got trousers and pants, haven't you? And things
yeah,
like that.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
They call them underoos, don't they? And all sorts of stuff. I mean, but we should. I mean, Ronnie Barker loved to be a wordsmith. I mean,
Yeah.
he'd have absolute trouble in 2025 doing anything.
It would, wouldn't it? With these words, yeah,
With the
yeah,
pronunciations. You
yeah,
know what I mean? It'd be like
yeah. You,
the Four Candles sketch. With the with
yeah,
the with the bullocks. Bill Hooks
yeah,
it's supposed to be, isn't it? I mean,
yeah. You're not allowed to. Well, I don't know when I say allowed, it's a difficult thing, really, because it depends. I don't know.
yeah.
Um, right. Rocket Money says, after enjoying series 3 of Picard, yeah, everybody loved series 3. I was recommended 12 Monkeys. Really enjoyed it. It took the premise of the film way further. A great watch. I love 12
Yes,
Monkeys.
I did watch
Love
12
it.
Monkeys. That's going back a bit.
Yeah. It's out on Arrow, isn't it? I got it on Arrow, I think. Bruce Willis.
Yeah, but
Great.
this is the TV series.
Oh, that was a TV series. Did they do
Yeah.
a TV series? Oh,
Yeah.
what
I
was
think
that?
I think it was one season.
Oh, what was that like then?
Oh, it was all right.
Yeah. Oh, do you know, I've not heard of they did a TV series on that. I'd love to have known that. Can you get hold of that, or is that totally?
I don't know. I think it was released.
Oh, I might have a look. But it probably, yeah, it sounds all right. Yeah, because you could see them. Yeah, I could see it as a TV series. Yeah. Oh yeah. And then both by Terry Matalas.
Matalas.
Matalas. Yeah. Oh right. Yeah. Tony says I have all the Avengers on DVD. I'm thinking of getting the Blu-ray of series 4, 5, 6. Only ones available as they're on offer on Amazon. Most of series 1 is missing with Ian Hendry. So that is what's happening there. All the Kathy Gale try and get onto this. Ones are available series 2 to 3, but only on DVD. That's why. I think the process for converting them for Blu-ray is difficult due to the filming process. That perhaps explains it then.
Yeah.
I know that there's still some missing episodes in there of the Avengers.
Somebody said that company that charity that's doing the DVD
Fabulous
stuff,
Films. Yeah.
that they may have some.
Oh, that'd be
Avengers
good.
coming
Some
back.
Avengers. Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, because everybody's concentrating on Doctor Who with them. They must be getting sick and tired of all the Doctor Who fans pestering them. I think they are. I don't blame them. People just have to be patient. Sorry, I'm just going to get rid of something here. We've got a blooming another idiot.
Oh yeah, don't worry about that.
Yeah, I got rid of them. Let's have a look.
I don't care if they get shown.
Yeah.
It's so 2023 to me.
Yeah. So Si says, have you seen that there's a new Cliffhanger remake out in 2026? Lily James is replacing Stallone in the lead role.
You see, now that annoys me. I mean, okay, do another Cliffhanger, right?
You're right. Yeah.
Replace the lead actor with a woman. Oh, why? Why?
Yeah.
I mean, if they've written a new story and the story revolves around a woman's perspective on something, fair enough, right?
Yeah.
But why? I just go. I hope that there is a story reason.
Yeah, it needs to be some decent story.
Otherwise, you're just going down the same route of that Ghostbusters with all women in it and all of that.
It's like saying getting every film, every sort of great film, and replacing the lead actor with a female actress.
Yeah.
That's what it's like doing, isn't it? Which is silly. Yeah. Let's have a Rambo. Let's do John Rambo's Jane Rambo. I don't know. It does get silly, doesn't it? In the end.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, there are GI Jane films and all of that sort of stuff. Yeah. So we know that women have got equal roles in the army and in the navy and all of this sort of stuff. There'll be no difference with women climbing up mountains and all of that sort of stuff. So why do you have to show that in a film just because it's an 80s film or a 90s film in that particular instance of a male testosterone type film? But at the end of the day, he had remorse because the girl fell out of his hand, right? Yeah. Are we therefore going to have a girl holding on to a bloke and the bloke falls? Is that what we're going to be having? And is the woman going to feel differently than Stallone did in that film? Because I think he showed a lot of remorse.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? In that. So I don't get it.
No, I don't. It's And then we have got Jamie. Who was going to be on here next week. Yes, he's our New Year's Eve guest. So he's just popping in to say Happy Christmas, one and all. I'm out having my Christmas meal and drinks tonight. Might catch back, and if you still going, we might have finished by then. I don't know, but thanks anyhow for dropping in, Jamie, and we'll see you next week.
New Year's Eve.
Thank you. Yeah. And then we've got Tony. It looks as though they're out in force tonight. Where's my spanner? We'll go down that road again. Where's your spanner? Hey, McMahon, Merry Christmas, I says. And Tony says, all the best, Jamie. Rocket Money, all the best to you and your family, McMahon. Have a good one. And then Si, but that will never happen. Shuffle. Oh, no. Fries chocolate cream is another all-time favorite. That is still going. I've seen that. Yeah. It's that chocolate, isn't it?
That's a mint fondue, isn't it? Inside dark chocolate.
I wouldn't say it's my favorite, but it's still going.
I'll tell you one my sister talks about a lot, and I can't remember what it's called, but it was a white chocolate, but it had shards of green crystals inside it that were mint. It was like it had it was almost like crystalline, in there, but it tasted very, very minty. It's the same sort of mint flavor that Matchmakers used to be.
Oh yes, Matchmakers.
When you broke it open, there was green sort of like honestly, it's like It's not like candy or anything like that. It was green crisp, and it was very refreshing. And I can't remember what it's called, but my sister loved it. You can't get that. That's gone.
Yeah.
But I talked about my dad liking those steam puddings, those chocolate steam puddings, and you can't get them anymore.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, yeah. They were good. And then we've got Size Antonio. That was my mum's favorite chocolate bar. Yeah, actually, I think it was mine. My mum loved that, and I don't know why she liked the dark chocolates, Bournville,
yeah.
I wasn't as keen on that. It was a bit, it was okay.
Bournville's very, very strong.
That's right.
Strong.
Yeah, that's right. That's the one. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is true. All because the lady
loves milk tray. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
And then you had black magic, didn't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Black magic.
And then there was always the person that turned around and said, "Oh yeah, why you bought those then? What you're guilty of?" You know what I mean? Because you only ever bought flowers and black magic and dairy milk if you've done something wrong.
Hey up.
You always used to go to the newsagents, and they'd always be on the shelf behind, and it'd always be like $7.99 or something, right? The most expensive box in the bloody shelf.
Oh dear. Yeah, that's it. Starburst is the new name for Opal fruit. That's it. Yeah, I couldn't remember, but yeah, I hadn't had them for years, but I know they're still around. Yeah.
Well, I used to like. What were they called? Were they called Chewits?
Oh yes, yeah, Chewits. I remember those. Yeah.
You used to have this sort of Godzilla dinosaur type thing eating up all sorts of things. And they used to say Chewits better than a Barrow in Furnace bus depot or something like this, didn't it? I used to go, "Where's Barrow in Furnace?
It's up north, lad."
I used to go to my dad and say, "Where's Barrow in Furnace, Dad?" I don't know why. But apparently don't eat the bus shelters there because they're not very nice.
Right.
Used to be an in joke with my dad.
And then we've got Ross. Hello, Ross. Merry Xmas down here. Welcome. And just says trolls are in. Yeah, we thought we'd gone. They'd be out. That's 3 of those tonight. Yeah, they're all gone. We've got them. Do you have Star Trek original series on Blu-ray and Dell? Yeah, I've got it on Blu-ray, and I think Dell has as well. I've only series 2 on DVD. I was looking today, and the only thing available were US, European, UK release must be out of print. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
I'd have thought it'd still been in print, wouldn't you?
The only thing that I thought was out of print was possibly the animated series on Blu-ray.
Oh.
Because that always seems to go out of print.
Yeah, I've got that, fortunately, but do you know, I'd have thought Star Trek the original series would have been a staple that they would have kept permanently there.
Yeah. Well, they've released them many times, haven't they?
Well, if they've released them many times, there's been a few versions. Then I don't understand that. I don't understand why.
You've got them in total box sets. You've got them as individual series. You've got them in red boxes, blue boxes, yellow boxes. You've got them in holographic covers. You've got it's like
as long as they haven't been tinkering around with them as well.
I'll never get rid of my DVD ones of those because I like the cases, the red and blue.
Yeah, I've got some DVDs and I won't get rid of them, of the original.
The animated came in a white box.
Yeah. I've just got it on Blu-ray, animated one.
Oh yeah, I've got the white one as animated as a DVD as well as Blu-ray and
actually the animated is pretty good series.
Filmation, yeah,
I like it.
There's an interesting documentary about Filmation because they were the go-to company to get animation out quickly because they rehashed, segments of animation, that they to make the episode go for about 22-25 minutes. They only did about 10 minutes of new animation, if you see what I mean. And they weren't too choosy about the lip sync either.
Oh.
I think He-Man was probably one of the last things I saw of Filmation. But I always used to like Tarzan, that was on BBC One. That was a Filmation.
Was it?
Flash Gordon, that was a Filmation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like Filmation. They did really good stuff.
I bet they're out of print, most of them about now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then Si says, I know that I keep mentioning it, but if you want to watch something that makes you use your brain, watch Pluribus. First season has just finished. Only 9 episodes long, from Breaking Bad creator. You see, I've still got
to send that to you, Ian. I've got the first. I've downloaded it all, but I've only seen the first episode. But I've got to get that to you. Yeah.
Oh, I will. I'll watch it definitely.
It's on Apple Plus. You see.
Yeah, it'd be a nice one for New Year.
Said it was on Apple Plus.
Yeah. So I'm waiting to stop watching all this Christmas stuff. I'm fed up of what I'm saying. We're at grump. I'm fed up of watching Christmas stuff. Right, grumpy bugger. Breaking Bad. You say everybody talks about that. I have never seen Breaking Bad, and it's award winning, isn't it? And everybody.
That is good to watch. I will say that.
Yeah.
Better Call Saul. I had a problem with. Well, I didn't have a problem with it, but I couldn't get into it like I could Breaking Bad.
Yeah. Right. And then Rocket Bunny says, Tony, Star Trek, the original series remastered on Blu-ray, was updated. FX is glorious. The new FX really keep to the spirit of the original, and the picture is wonderful. A jewel in my TV collection, to be honest.
We had a discussion about that, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because I turned around and said, that's the way to do things, because even from the days when it was HD DVD,
that's right.
When you could choose between Blu-ray and HD DVD, that had the originals re-cleaned up, but they're still the original. And then you could choose to watch the one that had got the new special effects in. But the very fact that that it was done with just the outside shots, really, and the backgrounds, going on the planets, but the actual bridge of the Enterprise and everything wasn't changed. Do you know what I mean? It was all they did really was, if you saw a blob on the screen that was a glowing blob and it was supposed to be a ship, they changed it to having a ship. You know what I mean? They put the ship there. I think it was done really well, and I'll never forget me buying that HD DVD box set, because it was like £100 and something. I was going, wow, right? And then HD DVD failed, and I went, oh shit. You know what I mean? Because if I'd have bought the Blu-ray one, it'd have been better, wouldn't it? Yeah. So I was so happy when Star Trek was done that way, and in many ways, it's mirrored by how Blake Seven's being done and Doctor Who's being done. You can still watch it with the original effects, isn't it?
Blake Seven, they've done a good job, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like it when they force you to watch the new special effects.
No, I think you should have that choice. I agree totally. I've got it with Doctor Who a lot of times, and I like to see what they did originally, and sometimes, they are not so good.
Yeah, because remember when it was the 5 Doctors, right? It was a black box that twirled around.
That's right. Yeah.
And then the new one came along, and it was like an ice cream cone top or something with a swirl to it. And I preferred the original. I was going, what the hell is this?
And
then they did it again. They changed the special effect again on the new collection set. So now there's 3 versions of that film kicking about, isn't there?
Did you? I always thought one of the great things in the 5 Doctors and a special effect was the Rassilon robot. Wasn't that great? The way it jumps about and absolutely fantastic. Wasn't that a brilliant piece that they did there?
Oh yeah,
absolutely.
Bloody great big poles came out of its arms, and
it was great. The Rassilon.
It used to jump and go.
Like yeah.
Disappear, and then
what a brilliant! Wasn't it brilliant those designers and special effects?
Because it wasn't it Pertwee Doctor that found the sort of like ropes and arsenal, wasn't it?
Yeah, I like
they
all got different ways of getting to the tower, didn't they?
It's off to Rassilon's tower we go. Must choose above between below.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and actually the ending's quite clever.
I never did work out what the master was, because he turned around and said, "Come on, Doctor, it's as easy as pie." And there's the replacement for William Hartnell going, "Oh, I know, 3.16."
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and then started hopscotching across. I'm going, what's that? What the hell? I mean, I know pi, right? But I wouldn't work it out on a chessboard.
Yeah.
What the hell's that about? Still can't work that out.
You had to love it when the Cybermen come blundering in and they go on the board. Great stuff.
They'd be useless in the adventure game.
Yeah. Is yours a 4K release, Rocket? Probably will go for a European one if nothing else is available. I was looking at the details of the new effects and it sounds good. Oh, right.
I don't know if there's a difference between the American and the UK releases in special effects. I think that they're all the same. They have the old original episode cleaned up, and they've got the new. They've got the one with the new special effects, and you choose between the two.
Yeah.
And there's a ton of extras. Of extras. I'll tell you what, it's got the biggest amount of extras, isn't they? They had a bloke that was filming in the background, wasn't there? Back off set, and he was a famous bloke who was who was always there. I think he was an extra that was filming, and they called it his diaries, didn't they, or something?
Yeah. Actually, Doctor Who has been lucky in the past. It's had a lot of people filming it in the background as well, hasn't it? In terms of production, with those telesnaps, as they call them.
But that's what they've been speculating on YouTube this week. There was a bloke who turned around and said, "Look, they found a canister, and it says Doctor Who bits and bobs." And apparently, it's all production stuff, and there's a couple of telesnaps that they've shown. And some of them are saying that's from Evil of the Daleks. That's the house that they filmed in, and that's all they're showing is pictures of a bloke with a clapperboard with nothing written on the clapperboard.
You know, it annoys me, all this. They keep putting out these videos, these people, and they've nothing to say. They just spend hours speculating, trying to move the zoom in or zoom out, and saying, "Look, that in the corner could be so and so," and it creates videos. We just want them. We want the proper information.
When they were speculating about it, and I was getting pissed off about it.
Really. Yeah.
I've got a funny feeling they're just censored clips that were took out.
Yes, that's very possible. Yeah.
So they found the censored clips that were cut out, and they've put them in this tin, and they've put them all together, and there you are.
Yeah.
You know.
Like, do you remember we had the Australian censored clips, didn't we? Or the violent ones, and that they got.
Yeah, there's a famous one with Polly in the moon base, isn't there? I think that's a famous one that was cut.
Because I didn't realise Australian TV was a bit more
sensitive.
Yeah, sensitive than BBC even. And then Rocketman says, "Yes, it's Tony. Bought some years ago now, though." And then Rocket went, "Delboy, please check chat, Del. We have some interesting comments."
Oh, is that stuff I've missed,
Oh, I don't know.
or is that the trolls that I couldn't give a shit about?
Yeah, I think they're on about, because he says here, my spanner would be worn out tonight. You got to laugh about these.
Honestly, look, when you've
I don't know. We've lost your spanner.
when you've got a mother with vascular dementia, and when you've had sort of the things that have happened to me since I've had my heart attack, which was what must be now 15 months ago. Do I give a shit? No. It's Christmas Eve. I don't care. Somebody wants to ruin my Christmas Eve, they got to do far more than that.
Yeah. And then we've got Tony saying, never got into Quantum Leap, original or new. Tried watching one episode or two of the original when it was on TV, and it just didn't appeal for some reason. I think that I can understand that sometimes.
Fair enough.
Yeah, it was different. It felt very different. There's nothing like Quantum Leap, is there? It does stand out. And then Sai says, Quantum Leap finale is another show that I cried like a child. Yeah, the finale is it is a powerful. And then Rocket Bunny, I managed to get the Blu-ray box set for Quantum Leap. Did you? Wow. I haven't watched it since the original transmission. Made so much difference watching it back to back rather than weekly, episodically. Yeah, I didn't know. Do you know? I've forgotten that they had released it on Blu-ray. I didn't know that.
Well, I knew they had, but I haven't upgraded mine.
Yeah, I bet it's quite expensive. It will be. And then Tony says, losing count of these tonight up to about 5 now. I could have had a bonus. You're fine. Wait, you think us paying you, lad? Hey, Bayek. 12 Monkeys TV show went on for 4 seasons.
Oh, really?
47
you see,
episodes.
This is the thing where it goes to memory, right? I remember that being on the Sci-Fi Channel.
Yeah,
if I remember rightly. The Sci-Fi Channel show 12 Monkeys.
4 seasons is good. It's pretty good. Yeah, 47 episodes. Yeah, so I'd not heard of it before as a TV series.
I remember it being on Sci-Fi, and I remember watching it, but I couldn't remember how many seasons or episodes there were.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I'm sure it was open to a lot of good ideas. I'm sure they could do a lot with a TV series. Episodes. I mean, if you got 4 seasons, well, that's pretty good. Found a site called Future Network.
Oh, yeah.
Selling new copies of network releases, new copies, hundreds of titles. Seems they had some connection with the founder of Network.
Yeah, Denny was the one that pointed out to me that one of the founders, along with another person, I think he was part of the distribution arm, picked up a load of stock or something, and they set up a website.
Right.
And you can buy the original ones at quite good prices.
Really? They're not overinflated prices?
Yeah, they're not too over. They're not like Gold Key and all of that.
Yeah.
But the ones that are really rare, they're not there. You know, you can't get things like Children of the Stones and things like that. You know what I mean?
As Jim Jam mentioned it. I don't know.
Yes, he knows of it because Denny and Jim Jam talk a lot.
Yeah.
It was Denny that gave me the address, the web address for it. Yeah, there is a lot of pages. You know what I mean? They have got a lot.
Do they charge much for postage and packing? Is it pretty?
Well, I looked and I didn't really buy anything, so I didn't go to the. You
didn't see anything that.
I didn't. Well, no, it was just at a time where I haven't got the money. So
I understand that. Yeah, I
didn't put anything into a basket to find out how much it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh well. Oh.
But there you are. Just do a search for Future Network.
Yeah, no. I think that's anybody. It's well worth looking for people who are interested. Definitely. And then said there. That sounds cool, Tony York. And then we've got Rocket Bunny, Laugh Out Loud. Go on, mate. The Rastan Warrior robot was a man in a gimp silver bodysuit with a plain silver helmet. It doesn't come really across as the most perfect killing machine. Well, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
I must admit, I thought that was one of the highlights of it.
Yeah,
So
I liked it. But there we are. With Doctor Who, we always look positive.
But I mean, there's a lot to like actually in the fifth in that particular Five Doctors story.
Oh,
I thought it was incredibly well done. Yeah. I mean, we all know the beginning, which is the end speech to Susan from the Daleks. You know, the Daleks invasion of Earth 2150, isn't it? And of course you got the Rastan Warrior, you got the individual characters being picked up at the beginning. Yeah. You've got the battleground.
Yeah.
You've got the going through the caves with the Yeti. I thought that was quite good.
Yeah. And you've got Tom Baker stuck in a time warp because he wouldn't.
Well, that's the only bit that I turned around and went, "That's a bit lame." That's a bit lame. But I like the idea of picking up the doctors as little characters, you know.
Yeah.
And he stuck them on a battlefield that was sort of like very triangular based.
Yeah.
And he put the characters with them and he moved them with a stick as if it was a battle, you know, as if it was like Dad's Army battlefield or something, and moving them around and all of that sort of stuff. And I wondered to myself, I wonder at the end of the production who nicked those little Doctor Who characters. You know what I mean? Because they must have been sculpted for that particular.
Oh yeah. They wouldn't have chucked them away. Somebody would have grabbed them.
And then I liked all of that mythology. You know, like he who wins will lose, and all of this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
You know? And them all trying to decipher ancient Gallifreyan or something. You know what I mean? They call it ancient Gallifreyan, and I'm going, ancient Gallifreyan? What did he study at this bloody school of his? This doctor, you know what I mean? Because I mean, in certain episodes, you've got other Time Lords that are saying, yeah, he failed school, he was bloody useless, right? And then there's others where he's deciphering ancient Gallifreyan and he can do it. Going, what the hell? So I got more and more confused on how good the Doctor was as a student. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I reckon he would have got bored with them. That's why he was off. He wanted.
Well,
to
it's mentioned, isn't it? It's mentioned in the War Games, isn't it? I mean, he turns around and said, "Look, I watched you just observe all this.
Yeah,
you got to go out there. You got to experience it. What's all this nonsense? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I agree with that.
He's not an academic, is it? He's not one for academic stuff. Rock Bunny, I miss Tony Spanner. Would have been hilarious watching him flex it tonight.
He'd have done well.
You will respect my authority. Yes. And then we've got Stephen Taylor. Good evening, everyone. What's your favorite Christmas song or Christmas carol? Up to you. Do you want to say it first?
Well, Christmas song, that's a hard one, but I'd probably go with an Elton John one. You like Step Into Christmas or something like that. But I do like Fairy Tale of New York, which is obviously in most people's top.
Yeah,
I don't really go for Wham, you know.
Yeah,
maybe it's because I've heard it too much.
Yeah.
And you know, carol wise, there's that one, Oh Holy Night, which is quite nice. But do you remember I told you that there was a pop song that came out in the 70s that was sort of like monks chanting?
It's Steeleye Span, Gaude
Nice,
Say.
you know, God,
Yeah.
they say.
Gaude Say, the crystal
I
sparkle.
really like that one.
Yeah, I do. I like Steeleye Span, the sort of British folk rock. They're really quite good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they sort of take me back to the sort of like Clan Ed type thing.
yeah. It's a lovely, beautiful, absolutely beautiful stuff. Absolutely
But
loved it.
they hardly play that in the supermarkets, and that it's always Wham and Noddy
Yeah.
Older
Oh
and
wow. Enough of that
Wizard
one.
and all that sort of stuff, you know.
Yeah.
I don't really go for the modern Christmas stuff.
Yeah. No. I think my favourite is I like Greg Lake. It still stands out, the Greg Lake one.
Yeah.
And Christmas Carol, I'll pick an obvious one because I still think it's powerful. It's Silent Night. I think
Yeah.
Silent Night is beautiful. Such a
I
beautiful.
even like Mike Oldfield's Jubilee track
Oh, yeah, yeah,
as an instrumental.
yeah, yeah. It takes you back. They sort of got nice memories. I don't think they do new. I don't. Well, no. There is no chart. Is there? Well, there is a chart, but nobody knows anything about it.
No
At our
buggers
age. We're
bothered
not
about what's in
interested.
it.
We've no idea about what's top at charts or whatever. You know. We don't know. You see, I know her name. We don't know. Is it a Sabrina Carpenter? I've never heard of music, but I've seen the name. We don't know these people. And then we've got Tony saying, I'm glad I ain't the only one missing it, Rocket. Yeah.
Oh, the spanner.
Yeah, we know the spanner is around. Well, Tony Hawk, you never know what Santa may bring you tonight. I don't think he will because we've tried and he can't. Sorry, Tony. As Delboy says, your number is causing a problem.
Yes, that number at the end
appeared out of nowhere. Last Christmas one, yes, and
I'll tell you what. This is what I want. This is what I want Tony to do, right? You know, Tony, you know Ian really well, right? Email your actual account that you log in with, just the name of your account to Ian. You know, I don't want you to put at Tony York 46. I mean, the actual email address.
And you can see if you can put it in the thing.
And because I don't think you can put it in the chat, and I wouldn't want you to put it in the chat. That tells everybody what your screen name is and all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And we might be able to decipher something that way.
Yeah. We tried. We did try quite a bit.
You see, even mine is not Delboy 3K1 Retro Zone.
Yeah.
Right. It's actually set up under another one, and it's a separate segregation of a name.
Yeah.
On the main account. You see what I mean?
Yeah. Anyhow, you know, it's not essential. We get him by. I mean, that's all we can do. You know, and so if there's any problems, I'll just boot them out. That's what I'm doing. That's what I've done today. So, where did you get that tool from? I don't know. They're having a good laugh.
Yeah, we're gonna have to call Tony Driller Killer or something.
So, which is better, 5 doctors or 3 doctors? Oh, that's a good question.
Well, I like them both, but if I was to choose, I'd probably go 5. I think.
Yeah, I agree. Totally. I like them. I do like them both a lot.
The third one was good, but there was
the 5 doctors is just.
There was a couple of things that I thought that probably worked back in 1973.
Yeah.
Right? Like the quarries with half a brick building being there, and the slow motion fighting bit in the end of episode 3 or something between John Pertwee and that. Sort of like a top view spinning round, and he's there doing his sort of like. But other than that, you know. But the 5th one, I think, sort of like holds together a little bit. I like the idea that James is a ghost and they disappear. And hang on a minute, if I think back, you were taken away and your memories were wiped. You wouldn't know any of this, and
Yeah,
then
no,
they
we're
go,
not supposed to.
and then disappear. I thought all of that was really quite good, you know.
Yeah.
I think there's a more nostalgic part to the fifth one
Yeah.
than there is in the third.
I like this comment. He goes, in this day and age, you're lucky to get one doctor.
Yeah. One doctor that works.
Yeah. And then Tony says, just got the cheapest item on their site in the basket, $3.99, and it said free shipping.
That's great.
Is that the, what do you call it, site? Not Rare Waves, other one that you mentioned. Is it on about that one?
It's a network.
Future Network. Is that it?
Yeah, Future Network. Yeah.
Yeah, Future Network. That's good. Free shipping.
Yeah.
Driving Home from Christmas is a good. Oh yeah, good song. Shame about Chris Rea. Yes. Sadly, another loss.
Yeah, it's probably another one that I'll be doing an RIP on in my blog. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I mean, last week it was Jill Gerard, you know, and Rob Reiner.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, it's awful, really. And then you get, but this. Do you remember one year it was like David Bowie, and there was a load of them. You know, It was like about 3 in the first week of January 20, whatever it was. It was like bloody hell.
Yeah.
You know, there was George Michael, and who else was it? It was George Michael, David Bowie. They were all within about a week or so.
They were quite. Yeah. That was I remember when David Bowie was in January at some time, and when it happened, it was just after his birthday, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He died. He timed it. He's one of those people who timed. Somehow, people say that sometimes when they know they're dying, they can somehow just manage to just get there. You know, they pick a time when they.
Yeah, I've got a funny feeling he wanted to hang on. And
he did. He tried his best as long as he could. I mean, he recorded even that last video. He said, which was very difficult. He did a last video, the Lazarus, I think it was, that he did when he was really very ill doing that video, but he did it. He managed to somehow do it, get enough strength to actually finish it and record it. Amazing.
Yeah.
It really is. People can do that sometimes if they've got this determination. Right. Anyway, interesting one. Stephen Taylor, what is both of yours least favorite of the Star Trek films, including all the modern ones?
Well, that's that.
All the remake
That's
ones.
that Star Trek section, whatever it is, isn't it?
Yes. I mean, there's no competition, is there? With that one. It's the worst pilot.
Pile of pants shit that is.
Yeah. It is. It's not even Star Trek. You pretend that it's not Star Trek, but it is, unfortunately. But it's not. That's what I think. If we went into the films, you know, all the Star Trek films, that cinematic films, what would you pick there?
No, because it's everybody points to Nemesis or Insurrection, don't they? I don't think Nemesis is that bad.
No, I don't.
I think I mentioned it before that I didn't really get on with the story as a cinema piece, where they were getting younger and Worf was getting us a boil and all of this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And it was to do with the rings of this planet, and they were trying to evict them off. And that's Insurrection, isn't it? It's Insurrection, isn't it? Isn't that Insurrection?
Yeah, I think with the modern ones, it was a letdown, wasn't it? That old Cumberlash was as Khan, remaking Khan.
Oh yeah, into the darkness, is it?
Is that no? Is that what it's called? it could be. They did 3, didn't they? They did 3 films.
Yeah. The Star Trek Beyond, Insurrection, and just Star Trek, isn't there?
Ah, right. So it's the middle one that was the Khan one,
but I can still watch that and go, well, there's bits in it.
Yeah,
all right.
Yeah.
But Insurrection, the whole story.
Well, everybody says it's an extended TV episode.
Yeah, it is.
That's what it is. Yeah, that's what they see it as.
All you needed was Wesley and his eyes goggly open because there's some women that are going past with hardly any skimpy clothes on and that, and you know what I mean, and you'd be looking at a season 1 story. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Insurrection is just a weak film. It's just a weak film. It's not a bad film. It's just weak.
It's not a bad film, but it's not what you put higher. You don't rate it as high, but it's not terrible. It's not terrible. No, I think that's
if somebody was to say, look, you can take all 10 films, but one of them you're going to have to jettison, it'd be Insurrection.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't care less if I missed that one or not.
Yeah. Right. Tony says here, Ian, this account is logged in by using the Google email I messaged you on. I did create another one. I'll try and log in on that one now.
Yeah, he's done that.
Oh, yeah. Here it is. Yeah. Tony Yorks is the new. Do you think we'll be able to do anything with that?
Yeah, we'll do that at the end.
Yeah. Okay, we'll try that, Tony, at the end. Thank you for doing that. We'll get that sorted. Yeah.
I tell you what though, it would make it so much easier if you added a picture rather than a T with a red
and put anything, any picture you want.
Yeah,
you could put Zulu.
Yeah, find a picture of a spanner.
Yeah. Or a spanner.
That's your picture.
Yeah. But I put Zulu because that's his favorite film. So you put Zulu or a spanner. Yeah. And then it says, prove it. What time is it? No numbers yet. No.
Yeah, there's no numbers at the end.
Yeah. UK time or where? UK about 2:45. Yeah. And then hello and thanks from Tony. Yeah. Wait a minute, because you've got Tony Yorks rather than York, haven't you?
Yeah.
That's it. Yes. Mount Rushmore film for you. Yeah. And then top 356 films for each year, 1990 to 1958. I know you're taking the piss out there.
Top 5 films. Yeah, bloody hell.
We've got acres of time.
Top 356 for each year. I don't think there was 356 films in 1919. I'll tell you what, if you've ever tried to research what Ian has to research, you try finding 10 science fiction films in 1919.
Yeah, actually,
you just bloody can't do it.
All of them are difficult. I've found historical ones. Finding a genuinely good historical films is quite different. It's difficult. What I end up doing is you just have to do worldwide. I do worldwide cinema, so you're bound to find some. French are always good at coming up with historical films. Italians, so you can get some good French, Italian ones, and Japanese, Korean. They've all got good ones.
I'll tell you what I'm scared of, right?
Right.
I hear that next year Warner are bringing out Gone with the Wind in 4K. Right. And I wonder how much of that is going to be censored.
Oh, well, yeah. I bet you that now already they put a warning on there.
Well, you know,
Wouldn't
with the
surprise me.
very
I bet they
nature of the
do.
fact that it's southern
Yeah.
plantation fields with slavery and all that sort of stuff, you have
Yeah,
to
well,
turn
I
around and
know,
go,
I
"What
understand
the hell?"
totally, yeah. It will be. Do you know that is going to be a big? I didn't know it was coming out. It's coming out, is it, in
Yeah,
next year?
4K.
That's going to be a. I bet you that'll be a massive debating point. We'll see what happens.
Yeah,
People will be really examining it.
Warner Brothers are bringing out Interview with a Vampire, Gone with the Wind. I've forgotten what they all are. Yeah, I just wonder what it will be like. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
And of course, this is in the background of all this business that's going to be going on about this merger, isn't it? With Netflix or
Yeah, but
Paramount.
in this report that I saw,
Yeah.
they were saying that Warner have still got a year's worth of stuff to come out before even that
Yeah, well,
comes
that's
out.
good. We should be relieved at that. Yeah, that's good. But I have to stress, it may not go ahead.
Yeah, I think the same.
It ain't necessarily going to go ahead, is it? So
I'll worry about it when we get to that point.
yeah, I mean, a year, a lot can happen, can't it, in a year with these things, and it may well get blocked anyhow.
Rocket Bunny's just come out with a fantastic line, but I will say this: I reckon tomorrow you'll be experiencing Gone with the Wind, won't you? With Brussels sprouts. As a Christmas joke. That's
a good one. No, that's a good one. Yeah. I like that. It's true. Yeah. Worst Star Trek cinema films for me are Into the Darkness and Star Trek 5. Sorry, watched it again recently, and it's so bad. I know everybody, I suspect, is going to say Star Trek 5. It's one of those films that has a few good moments in it, but generally it doesn't quite work. It doesn't quite work.
Yeah, the Planet of Galactic Peace.
Yeah. And meeting God again.
God wanting a starship.
Yeah, God, yeah.
However, taking the special effects away, it's got its moments. I really like the idea of the three leads and Cybot experience trying to explore their pain.
There is,
Kirk turning around and saying, quite rightly, I need my pain. My pain is what keeps me going.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to take my pain away. I think that's a very, very good 10-minute segment.
Yeah. I don't think it's a total disaster. Yeah. People have made it out as if it's a total disaster. It's not a total disaster. I think you can still get things from it. I think
they tried to make it fail with the with the budget being slashed.
That's right.
Special effects companies turning around and saying we can't get this done by this time.
It was almost as if they wanted him to fail. You know,
I got because they rammed it. He rammed it down their throats. Basically, he said, "Look, I ain't going to be in the next one."
This was a way of shutting him up.
You've had Leonard Nimoy direct his, and you haven't given me a bloody chance.
That's right. Yeah. And then we've got Tony York. I do such a bad impression of a certain person. By the way, it's 22-23.
The time. Yeah.
Yeah. Star Trek 5 is bad. Damn bad, man.
Do you know what? I wouldn't mind even Paramount taking Star Trek 5 and putting in the special effects that they promised.
Yeah.
But I know they won't.
No.
They'll just keep it as bad.
Oh yeah. And then Rocket Bunny, great. That's all we need. A fake Tony.
Yeah.
We would have a fake Tony.
Chatbot
Tony. Chat GPT York. Yeah.
We'll call him co-pilot Tony from
here we are. You know, like you said, it will be 5 minutes long in 4K. Yeah,
It will.
that's another good joke.
I seriously turning around and going, there's no chance that's not going to have censorship in it.
No, no.
You know what I mean?
It's true. It's so true. You're right. And yeah, it's got some brilliant scenes in Gone with the Wind. The battle scenes are fantastic, absolutely wonderful.
Yeah.
It's a great piece of cinema. What can I say? Never owned Gone with the Wind. Don't think I've seen it all the way through. I've only seen it once. Yeah, I never bought it.
I don't think I've watched it all the way through in one sitting.
Oh, right.
And if you were to put all the bits together that I've seen it all.
Yeah,
I see what I mean.
I've seen more. I've seen better epics.
Well, I was having a discussion about this as well. I don't understand why we haven't got Dr. Zhivago and things like this.
Oh, Dr. Zhivago, you see, that's another epic film, isn't it?
I just don't understand why these were. I mean, the greatest story ever told is not out.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah,
there's a lot like that I go, why are these not out?
Yeah, is Ben-Hur getting a release?
Yes, it's supposed to now, I think.
Yeah, I thought Ben-Hur would. And Ten Commandments already has one.
10 Commandments
already on 4K.
Spartacus has been done.
Yeah. So they are getting through them. Yeah.
We haven't got the Vikings.
Yeah.
I'd like the Vikings. I'd buy that.
I watched that quite recently.
I'd buy that day one.
Yeah, the Vikings was I enjoyed watching the Vikings. Yeah. And then Stephen tells us, "Are you both cooking Xmas dinner tomorrow, or will you have help?" No, I'm cooking it.
I've already done the meat.
Yeah, I've already. Yeah, I've been like Del. I've been preparing stuff and getting it all ready.
I got the meat out yesterday night. This morning, I cooked both the meats.
Yeah, that is well done. Yeah, well done.
So tomorrow, all I've got to do is carve it up and cook it in gravy or something, and then put it on the plate. Because my mum taught me that trick. If you cook it, and then instead of microwaving it, you put it in a pan with the gravy, and you cut it into slices and put it in the gravy, and then you serve it with a spoon. The meat, because you don't microwave it, takes the flavor out of it.
That's a very good point. It does. Yeah.
So you naturally making the gravy in a saucepan.
Yeah.
And putting the cut meat into it.
Yeah.
Means it warms all the way through.
Yeah. It's a good point. See, you learn all sorts on here. Yeah. Gordon Ramsay, we're sort of better than him. Better than Gordon Ramsay shouting. Though Delboy does have his moments of the calling people bastards.
No, it was my mum that taught me that. It was my mum that taught me that last year before she got dementia. I said to mum, "Look, you sit down. I'm going to cook the Christmas dinner this year." And she came out and she said, "What you want to do is cut that and put it in with the gravy." Oh, all right, mum. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And it was like that, really.
Yeah. And then Rocketman says, "I live Gone with the Wind every day." Yeah. Oh God, Brussels. Well, thank heavens I don't have. I hate Brussels sprouts. I really detest them. Horrible things. But I won't go into a rant.
I can't stand
They
Brussels.
certainly do smell from both ends, I think. What's everyone's favorite part of the Christmas dinner? I absolutely love honey roasted parsnips. Oh, I don't. I'm sorry.
Can't stand parsnips.
Do you know what mine is? Good proper roast potatoes. I love proper roast potatoes.
cooked in duck
part.
fat.
Yeah, absolutely wonderful, tasty and crispy. You know,
it's got to be fluffy. It's got to be fluffy on the inside
and the
crispy
fluffy on the
outside.
inside is important as well. Yeah. No,
And my mum taught me that if you boil them first and then roast them, that's how you get fluffy.
That's right. My mum taught me, and I've passed that on as well. Yeah, she told me.
I've got to do all that tomorrow.
Yeah,
I've got Maris Piper potatoes tomorrow, which I've got to peel.
Yeah, that is the secret: boiling them before you roast them. That is a big secret. Yeah. And then see, you learn all sorts of. Roast pud for me. Nom nom nom. I'm not
a Christmas pudding.
Fan.
I usually have a mince pie with double cream or something like that.
Yeah, I think I'd rather have that with the.
My mum wants a pavlova, but I can't find one of them.
No. And Tony says, I love crispy stuffing and a huge portion of pudding. Oh, right.
Yeah, I bet you do, you dirty devil.
I
bet you do love a crispy stuffing, you dirty bastard.
Si says, I got a lovely request from my goddaughter this evening. She's getting married in July, and she has asked me to give her away. Oh, that's lovely.
Wow.
My best mate died a few years ago, so obviously said yes. That's a real honor. That's
really nice, isn't it?
That is great. No, you must be really pleased and chuffed and honored and everything, all those emotions. Stephen Taylor, Del, I know you own most of the games consoles. Do you have a decent games collection as well? Boxed SNES games are quite valuable. Over to you.
Believe it or not, I've had most of the game consoles, but not necessarily do I have a big collection. I'll tell you what I've got a big collection of. From around about 1992 to about 2005, I've got most of my still big boxed PC games. The PC games that were on CD and all that sort of stuff. I've still got a collection of PS3, PS4, PS5 games, Xbox 360, Xbox. Dreamcast, I've got very few left. I've got about 15 Dreamcast. When it came to the SNES, I've told the story quite a few times. I was a terrible pirate with the SNES. I bought one of those Japanese copying machines, and I used to rent them from Blockbusters, copy them, and give them back to Blockbusters and get another one out. I did. I was terrible. I must have took out 3 or 4 over a weekend. They must have thought I was the biggest. I must have been the best game player ever. I used to go in saying, "Yeah, I completed that. Want another one?" How I got away with it, I don't know. But I had no end of discs of that. The Mega Drive, the Sega Mega Drive.
Yeah.
I only had that for about 6 months. I had the SNES much longer than the Mega Drive. The Genesis, what they call the Genesis over in the States, I think. So I had the handhelds. I didn't buy many titles for the handhelds. I found them too expensive for what you got. You know what I mean? You buy a Game Boy, right? And it'd cost you like 90 quid or something, right? For the handheld, for the device itself. And then the games were 20 or 30 quid. And I'm going, well, that's a third of the bloody console. I used to turn around and go, that's too expensive. I can understand a £500 console with each game costing about 40, 50 quid. But a 50 or 60 quid, a 90 quid handheld, and the games are a third of the price, 30 quid. That's stupid.
Yeah.
These games should be about 5-10 quid. You know what I mean? So I tended to go, unless it was something I really wanted, like Mario World or something like that. I wasn't buying it.
Yeah.
Because I just found them just too expensive. But we weren't a rich family. We were not a rich family.
No.
I had to earn. by doing a paper round and all of that sort of stuff to buy. And then when I was working, I was a lonely, just an office junior. I was on a low wage at Lloyd's Bank. I was never a manager.
Yeah.
So I was on whatever Lloyd's Bank gave you as a regular wage. So. In fact, actually, I think the richest the time when I was at my richest was when I was on a YTS. I seem to be able to give my mum money and still be able to buy a colour television at the end of the year. I don't know how I did it.
No.
Can't do that now, and yet I must be on 3,000% more money now. I just can't do it now. So anyway, that's a quick answer to that.
Right, that's fine. That's a good answer. Yeah, that's right. Downside, that's wonderful. What a great day that will be. It will. You'll be really proud of that day. And then Tony Mark says, great, Si. And then Si says, cheers, Rocket Bunny. It's definitely brought a tear to the eye. Of course. Yeah. Tony says, Lawrence of Arabia would be a good 4K. I'm only aware of an expensive out of print steelbook version.
That's been announced as a UK standard release for this year coming.
Yeah, I know a lot of people. Have you got the steelbook of Lawrence of Arabia?
Yeah,
a lot of people really go on about that. Really like it. And then Si says, cheers, Tony. And then Rocket was there. I think if I showed Lawrence in 4K to my dad, it would finally convince him to get in a 4K TV, one of his favorite films.
It is a very, very good picture quality. Yeah. It's a great picture anyway. When it's one of my favorite wartime films.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
the music by Maurice Jarre is just exceptional. Yeah. But
to be honest, I count Lawrence of Arabia as a historic film as well. It's one of those things whether it is a war film, but it's a biography, really. Yeah. And I call it historic, so I can put it in my list of films. And then we got Tony saying, do you have a 4K of it, Rocket? And he says, no, I only have a Blu-ray. And then Tony
I've got it twice on 4K. I've got it twice. I got two different steelbook covers of it, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. I know a lot of people have really praised the steelbook. Rocket Bunny, I still got many films above it in my 4K list to go. I just wish we would get more sales with 4K. So expensive to catch up now. I finally switched this year. That is the expense. That is one of the reasons, I think, why 4K hasn't really taken off. I mean, there's a massive difference. I mean, it has taken off, but you know what I mean? It's still, in terms of sales, it's not massive, is it, compared with Blu-ray? And it's the expense. I'm afraid it's simple as that. And then, it's back. I'll be back home. It's Jamie. He's back.
He can piss off again.
Tony Cox says, to be honest, I'm satisfied with Blu-ray played on a 4K player, usually a very good picture quality. Yeah, I agree. And then, okay, Arnie, Rocket Bunny says, I'll be back. Hey, Muckman, we've got a fake Tony York in the chat, and he's having a laugh there. Ian, where's your beard gone? That's not in the spirit of Xmas. Well, you see, I'm proving that I'm not the real Father Christmas. Some people have been saying, making insinuations over the weeks that I'm the real Father Christmas. Well, I proved to you tonight that I'm not. You should be watching for the real one.
Sorry, that's a special effect.
Yeah. There's one outside, probably, starting out.
You see, cameras are so good now at putting fake backgrounds. You've got you've had your bait.
You're going to say, I've had
but actually, it hasn't really.
But it's just still here. Effect. It's a bit here. But, I've just cut it right down. And then he says, oh, fake Tony York. Yeah, no. I was a prolific pirate with my Dreamcast. Very
Yeah.
easy to do discs for that.
Now that I tell you what, that was very strange. The Dreamcast, you initially, right, you got this little disc that you put in, right, and when you put that in, it said, now put the original, then put your copy in, and it played, right. Then it was called a bootloader, right, a bootstrap. Then they put the bootstrap on the actual copy, so you didn't have to do it.
Yeah.
Right. And then it didn't matter what you did, you could just do it. I think they pretty much gave in. It was so easy to copy Dreamcast stuff. I've got a folder like that full of.
Oh wow!
I've got 8 Dreamcast consoles.
Oh wow!
What happened was cash converters were selling them for 15 quid each.
Well, how much were they normally?
They were £99 or something.
Oh, that's a good, pretty good,
quid, something like that. When they first come out, I think they were £199. They died a death in 2 years. Took 2 years. They were out in 1999. By 2001, they discontinued it. And cash converters, they were selling them for about 15 quid in the early 2000s. The lid of the Dreamcast was very prone to not working very well. You push the lid down, and eventually it would give so much that the discs wouldn't spin round.
Oh,
because the lids didn't close very well because it was cheap plastic. You know what I mean? So I kept buying them. I bought one for my, for my sister's little kid, and I bought one for, I was buying them for people, and then I bought them as parts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I started buying them for parts. I thought, well, this one's bound sure to have the lid problem, so I'll buy another one from cash converters for 15 quid. There, I've got a spare and all of that. So my original one still works, but the ones I bought from cash converters, they're all starting to go now.
Do people still sell them on eBay and places like that?
Oh yeah. There are people now that buy them because you could take the drive out now and put a hard drive in instead, or a little memory card.
Yeah.
And basically you can put new power supplies in them that are better than the old one and all of this.
Right.
So you see, most people don't get into the retro game because they know if they buy something from 40 years ago, it's only going to be so long before the components inside it are going to break. And then if you don't know how to solder something, you can't fix it.
And that's it. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's why I turn around and say, people that are thinking about buying video recorders.
You go what?
When the heads are gone on it, what are you going to do?
Yeah, that's true. And I bet you they charge quite a bit now. I bet prices have gone up.
Where are you going to get the heads from?
Yeah.
When the industry does something like try to bring records back, there are manufacturers that bring out stylus needles and all sorts of stuff. There's enough backing for you to go, I can get a stylus needle from here or there or whatever.
Very expensive, yeah.
You try finding a spare part for a video head for a Philips V2000 from 1982 or something.
Yeah.
Right? Fat chance.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You can buy heads, but the likelihood is you ain't going to buy one that's... And then how are you going to put it in?
Yeah. You've got to have some technical skills, and a lot of people won't have those technical skills. Anyhow, let's have a look. We've got it. Tony saying, "Shh, you ain't seen me, right?" Okay. Is that the real Tony in? It is. Yes. He confirmed the real time. Yeah, that's Baz. Was in earlier. I kicked him out. Yes. Changed his account to sort out the moderator issue. He's missing his you-know-what. Yeah. Si, can I just thank you immensely for doing your bit in my live stream? There weren't many comments other than ours. No, Si's great. Always great supporter in our community.
I tried.
Yeah. You did. You put some in. Yeah.
I tried. I had to go and look after my mum.
Yeah.
So.
I know you did. Yeah. And yeah, Si, always appreciate what Si does. Yep. Anytime, mate, Si says. Tony Hawk said, sorry, I missed your stream, Jamie. Watched some on replay. Yep, you can always watch it on replay and enjoy it there. And actually, just remembering, as I always do, it's that time, you know what's coming. Now, if you're new watching this and you're thinking to yourself, that Delboy, he seems an interesting character. Well, why not subscribe to his channel? Because you're going to have a great time. And I put the link underneath here. So just click the link, go over, have a look. It's a fantastic channel. It's got this wonderful blog, which I every week talk about and say it's fantastic. You don't know what you're missing. It's a life study and it's brilliant. It's all about him. But it's more than that. It's a look at everything you wanted to know. And so go and subscribe. You're not missing out.
It would be really nice because I've lost 3 in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, I'm trying to get over there, please.
I don't know if it's because every time you mention it, I seem to lose one.
Well, I don't know. You shouldn't get that. You should be getting more. And then Mark says, I will sort out the echoing in my future streams. I think it was my laptop speakers when Ian was talking. Oh, right. I didn't notice it too badly. It could have been. I didn't notice it. See, Rocketman says, to be honest, Jamie, when I caught the last 15 minutes.
To be quite honest, I only noticed it in the first 15 minutes.
Yeah. It sounded good to me, Muckman, I said. So there you are. That's good. He's saying that. Prayers there. Didn't notice any sound problems, Tony says. Yeah. Tony, you're still missing your spanner. Well, we might try and correct that at the end.
We haven't got round to doing it yet.
But we will try. Could have used it tonight, 5 trolls, but yeah, it's all right. We kicked him out. Don't rub salt into the wound. And I better keep my beard for the New Year Eve stream. Oh, yes, of course. Yes, that's coming up next week. We've got Jamie on.
Am I still on?
Yeah, you're still on. Yeah. it won't be the same without you, would it? Yeah. It definitely won't be the same.
All right, are we having AI Del on?
Yeah, it's all AI, guys. Ian's not really there tonight. I swear, I just saw him fly past my window. Oh, these jokes, they're getting good. Yeah.
I told you that's a merit that this is a recording.
Yeah, actually, I think Jamie probably looks more like Father Christmas now. Yeah, yes. I think Jamie probably does. He's having a good laugh that. He just tried forcing himself down my chimney, which could be a problem. I don't have one. Yeah, could be a big problem. I always wondered how they get into these places where you don't have a chimney, but there is. That's it. Rocket Bunny is currently dropping presents off in Central Europe. All right.
Oh, okay. Yes. Santa Tracker and all this sort of crap.
I feel like I've missed out with the trolls now. Oh, you don't want them, Jamie. Keep them out. AI can't recreate a blue Leeds United hat. Yeah. I haven't got it on today, have I? There you are. I can. Would have loved telling them to feck off. Yes, it is.
That's very nice.
Yeah. No, thank you, Jamie. Bayek, we don't want out to do with that there AI rubbish. Aye, Tony. AI. Aye, we don't. The usual trolls asking for an apology from the smog Iron Maiden fan. Yes, we know about that. Yeah. Tony, I subscribed on this account to Dell. Unfortunately, I noticed the day after you were 2 subs.
Honestly, that's what happens.
Yeah, I don't understand that. YouTube or some weirdness. Dell is a life study now. Well, then, I learn something every Wednesday in this channel. Well, thank you. Yes, we learned all about chocolate at one bit, didn't we? You know,
Yeah,
the rum
yeah.
and raisin, and that you can still get it on Amazon. The rum and raisin that Tony gets. Is there anything worth watching on TV tomorrow? I don't know. I don't
Do you know
know.
what the old Morecambe and Wise joke on that one, don't you? Say, yeah, there's a flower pot on mine.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah.
Watching on
Yeah.
TV, you see.
You'll be watching, and a lot of I might do as well, is be BBC Two, because they've got all the decent programs on BBC Two, haven't
Well, I
they?
think so, because they'll show things like repeats of Morecambe and Wise
Yeah,
and Two Ronnies.
exactly. So you can do that, but
And
I'll probably.
BBC One will have things like Call the Midwife and that, and I'm just not
Yeah, well, it's a
interested.
massive ratings winner, I think, for them.
I don't give a shit. So's
Yeah.
Mrs. Brown's Boys,
Oh
apparently. but I ain't
no!
gonna watch
Don't mention
either.
that. You're not allowed to mention that. Wash your mouth out with soap. Ah, oh dear. And then I wouldn't have thought so, Stephen. No, I don't think. Just as I thought, Tony. There's nothing. There's no Wallet and Gromit kind of thing. There's absolutely nothing special, is there?
In fact, actually, I think that the best is the stuff they showed last year repeating.
Yeah. Actually, I think tonight there's been some, but I might try and watch it on thing, but I probably won't. But I'll try. Is that there's the Mark Gatiss ghost story? I think.
Yes, it was on. It's on BBC Two at 9 o'clock. It was, I think.
Yeah. So you could watch that probably on iPlayer.
Oh,
yeah.
I set it to record.
Yeah. Oh, right. Oh, you're well organized there.
Well, it doesn't take much. It doesn't take much to schedule recordings for over Christmas. I think there's 2 things to record total.
That was funny, Tony. I wondered what all the noise was on my roof. No chimney there here either. Yeah. Well, there you are. You see, that the bloody weatherman was saying where Santa was flying over, and the wind would disrupt his movements tonight. Oh dear, we can't have that.
I mean, I worry about you, Ian. You know, being Santa every year, right?
Well, you don't need to now. Look, right. I'm not Santa.
No, because we all know you. We all know you are Santa, right? There's no denying that. Right?
I think tonight I proved it.
It's just that I worry that someone's going to sue you for knocking the roof tiles off and all of that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? I mean,
yeah,
all of that sort of stuff.
Yeah,
we know after Christmas you go back to being Captain Birdseye. We know.
No,
we know you do.
I don't know. I think Captain Birdseye looks a bit dodgy. I don't really want to be associated with him.
Yeah. And we know you're chairman of Mr. Kipling's Cakes.
I could do with the cakes. Yeah, definitely. And a chocolate factory. I could do with Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. Yeah. Here we have a favorite film to watch on Christmas Day. I think people know mine. I always say it.
Well, yours is Chitty Bang Bang, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think I'm going to say The Amazing Mr. Blunden.
Yep. So we're watching that. And then Tony York says Santa should stay off the sprouts. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the only way. Now that there's no magic dust, that's the only way that he can keep his
power.
Yeah,
that's right. That's where he can get his wind going.
It's Santa going green.
He puts the sprouts. I wonder if he feeds the reindeer sprouts as well. He perhaps
somebody asked me a question, didn't they? They said, Nate, give a name for a reindeer, didn't they? In the blog did you watch the blog this week? Somebody said if Santa had another reindeer, what name would you give it?
Yeah.
Right. I get some weird questions. I do. It's
yeah.
Like, what? I think I called one Noel, didn't I? Noel.
Yeah. And then we have got here he is. It's Jim Jam.
Oh,
ho. Hello, Jim Jam.
Yeah,
Welcome.
Jim Jam, I don't agree with video text messages to me. I think you ought to text me in text form, thanks. So go back to your phone and start sending me a text message, not this bloody video nonsense that's sent to everybody. I want a special one that says, Oi, Del, have a Merry Christmas. I don't want one that's general for every bugger that's on your phone.
You get it. Everybody gets it. Oh,
Right? You can piss that right off. Right? I want the one that says, Oi, Delboy, this is for you, special Merry Christmas.
And then we've got here saying hi, Jim Jam's side says. And then evening all and season's greetings. And season's greetings to you, even though somebody just had a moan at you.
I only have a rant to people alike.
Yeah. And then Tony says, hi, James. Now I have a machine gun. Oh, ho, ho. Yes. And then Joe says, Merry Christmas, Jim Jam. And then Rocket Bunny, hey, Jim Jam, Merry Christmas. And then we're at the end. Yes. Ian and Del.
Well, it's 11 o'clock, so that's worked out well.
I have watched Incendies. I told you last week. I've watched Incendies. Villeneuve's first film. I think it's brilliant. Yes. It's depressing. It's very depressing film, but it is brilliant. It's real. It's very a real film about things. That's why it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. If you're looking for a nice, sweet film, you're not going to get it. But it's a very good film. A very good film. Anyhow, that's it, everybody. Thank you, everybody that's made comments or that's just watched us on here. We've really enjoyed it.
Shall I answer that question now or what?
And we're all going to. Oh, sorry, there's another comment here. And so Tony says, "Good night, everyone,
hang on. Look,
and all the best."
What I'm saying, Ian, is, do you want me to answer McMahon's question because you answered it and then went off?
Yeah.
Yes,
you can,
yes,
sorry.
McMahon. I have watched Incendies. I watched it Monday.
Thank
you very much. There you go. It's just that you never gave me a chance to say.
Oh dear. Right. So there you are. And then Stacey has sent me a load of questions she wants answered now.
No, you can keep them till next week.
Rob says a festive nighty night, guys, and it's a special thanks to Ian and Delboy, and as usual, special shout out to Mrs. Del.
Yeah, yes. Thank you so much.
Everybody will say that. Thank you.
I'm hoping to give her the best day that she can possibly have tomorrow. And
Jamie says, have a fantastic day tomorrow, everyone. The same to you, Jamie. You have a great day. And Sai says, all the best of luck to the waistlines. Yes. And they will be expanding, I'm sure. Anyhow, that's it. So we will be back next week, which is New Year's Eve. And as I say, we got a special guest. We've got Jamie McMahon Movies, as I call him. Jamie McMahon Movies will be here. And I hope you enjoy it. And so thank you for everyone.
I ain't having that bastard on. I'll tell you, I'm having a week off.
He'll get all the insults. So that's it. Everybody, wish you all a very happy Christmas and a happy New Year. I'll be saying it again next week, a happy New Year. But anyhow, before I go, we've got another comment here. Merry Christmas to both of you. Enjoy tomorrow with those you love, and may the best waistline win. Thank you, Rocket Bunny, as always.
It's gonna be a strange day tomorrow, I have to say.
Yeah.
First year where I haven't got a present. Bloody hell.
No,
but I'm happy because at the end of the day, I like to give anyway.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's not about receiving.
Yeah.
I'm quite looking forward to the fact that I can watch other people open their stuff, and
I
don't need to clear up any more crap in my room.
Yeah.
So there you are.
Anyhow, I forgot where I am. Yeah, so I said we'll be back next week as always with Jamie, and thank you so much, Delboy, as always, for being here. And we'll just say our normal final farewells.
Oh yeah. Well, it's goodbye from actually. It's fantastic, isn't it? The two runners. Well, it's goodbye from me,
and it's good night from him.
And they used to do that. But everybody knows I love the Frankie Howard Up Pompeii series, so I always go salute in that voice as well. I used to go salute. So over to you.
And I always say, I'll see thee again.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.